Yeah. Turn that shit up.
Real tight, cold.
Roll it up. Prendelo. Yeah. Light it up. Real psycho. What we drinking, what we smoking? What we drinking, what we smoking? Who's rolling? Be real. Be real. Are you ready? This shit is knocking. Psycho blast. Ha. Yo. Psycho blast. Get ready. Real psycho. Who's rolling up? I wanna smoke.
Real tight, cold.
Turn that shit up. Turn that shit up. Are we ready?
Dirty son of a bitch, you a son of a snitch. Wanna be one of the rich, you becoming a bitch. Over and done in the ditch, struck out and swung on a pitch. Coming and done at the stitch, hardly got numbers on Twitch. This ain't a glitch you thought, homie, you looking distraught. Thinking you needing a shot, roll up the weed on the spot. This is too much for these hoes, they be allergic to flows. Easy and busy we go, up in your nugget for those feeling forgotten. But no, we ain't forgotten you so. Spoiling you rotten and yo, telling you this so you know. We got the wind at our back, spitting the balls over tracks. Who got the heat in the sacks? We got the heat, it's a fact. Take a sip, take a hit, take a rip, take a dip, and if you really must take a shit, hope you feel better, lighter than you ever did. Us falling off, that's a never kid. Doing what you never did and you're whatever kid. Us falling off, that's a never did.
Come again?
That's a never did. Us falling off, that's a never
Hey, yo,
did.
none of them worry we. RP Heavy D. Pick a style, any beat. We'll take it to any street and pull out the heavy heat. We could squash any beef. Not talking about every beef, so let's make this very brief. Niggas is funny tight, broken their money tight. Shoot you with a gun, got no hands for a bloody fight. You stopped at the stop sign, got popped with a Glock 9. A lot of witnesses there, but who's gonna drop time? They snitched on the capo. A snitch is a sapo. They caught the rat though, and let the black go. Once you shit in the hood, you can't go back, bro. You gotta watch your back or get smoked like tobacco. Asshole.
Take a sip, take a hit, take a rip, take a dip, and if you really must take a shit, hope you feel better, lighter than you ever did. Us falling off, that's a never kid. Doing what you never did and you're whatever kid. Us falling off, that's a never did.
Come again?
That's a never did. Us falling off, that's a never did.
What is it?
We got another body.
Where?
457 Aesop Street.
On my way, 763.
Take a sip, take a hit, take a rip, take a dip, and if you really must take a shit, hope you feel better, lighter than you ever did. Us falling off, that's a never kid. Doing what you never did and you're whatever kid. Us falling off, that's a never did.
Come again?
That's a never did. Us falling off, that's a never did. Never did, never did.
Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Hey, welcome to the show. It is live right here on YouTube, Discord, Twitch, the home site, www.bereal.tv. Welcome to it. And salute to who? No. This side right here. Sorry, Ray. LAFC, congratulations for the win this weekend against Americas. Sorry, Ray. To my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJ C minus.
Happy Monday and happy birthday, V.
Well, thank you so much, sir. We got the illustrious son Doobie in the house.
Happy birthday, V. Happy birthday.
You sounded like you struggled to get that one. All right,
So true.
We have the Treehouse crew, Bolton Blambo, Bra and the Dominator.
Yo, what up? What is it, 55 birthday punches today?
Yeah, I'm
There we
ready
go.
for it. Let's go.
420 in the parking lot.
You know, back in the days, you know, like kings and emperors had like their second, right? That they could call in whenever a battle was going to happen, and kings didn't want a battle. They called their second. You're my second today, Bolton. You're going to take the 55 punches.
The creed.
And I'm going to join in. I'm just kidding. What he's referring to is back in the day, we told stories here on the show that back in the day, like when we were in our 20s on Cypress Ave, all the guys from Cypress Avenue, whenever it was someone's birthday, when they turned, you know, whatever age they turned, each of us were going to get to crack them like,
we did that in New York too, big time.
well, just all in the body, not in the face, because you know we weren't cruel to each other. But
arm and shoulder.
no, we would just get the arm and the shoulder. It'd be bodied up. We waited for Sendog on his 24th birthday till he got out of work. He showed up on his porch and he saw all of us like wolves right there. He immediately took his shirt off and got ready to brawl, and we like rolled his ass up. So on my 21st birthday, they rolled my ass up too, and that
purple, man.
It became a thing.
It's our brother, B. Jeez.
But we don't do that no more. So Bolton, you just saved that. We have our sister Vanessa Lavorato up in here.
Hi, happy birthday.
Thank you, and thank you for the cupcakes you brought, the little minis.
I put my apron on. I was like, it's your birthday. We need to celebrate with edibles.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm with that. We need to have some of that. We got the Concentrate King up in here. Kelly Blaze.
What it do, people?
Word
Good to be
up.
back, and happy birthday, B.
Thank you, man.
So true.
Salute to everybody for the birthday love on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and across all the platforms. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You know, salute to my mother and father who brought me into this place.
Thank you,
Indeed.
B.
And
Thank
you know, like I talked about this last year. I don't know if you guys remember. And could someone rock the AC because it is kind of like warm in here? Maybe because I'm wearing this fly ass LAFC shit. But
Could be.
I said this last year that I would start on my birthday lighting a candle for my parents on my birthday.
Yes.
You know, in appreciation for bringing me in.
That's dope.
And I got to do that this year, you know, so a little something for my parents and lit the white candle and off I went.
That's cool, man.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's our birthday, but like, you know, we got to give reverence and thanks to the ones who brought us in.
Yeah.
Even though some might not deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not every parent is a good parent, unfortunately, but you know, I was lucky enough to have not such bad parents. You know what I'm
Same.
saying? They had their struggles and they weren't perfect, but you know, they were good people. So you know, I had to light the candle for them. You know, and thank you for your love out there. Your Knicks got splashed out, son, and I'm sorry because I really wanted them to win.
I'm glad they lost.
I really, really wanted them to win.
Hey, but Blaze was hanging in there for a long
I
time.
actually did one. I wanted them to beat Indiana just to give the younger generation that feeling of hope.
Yes.
So they can make it to the finals and then have the heart broken there.
So you want this generation to feel what you felt.
for the last 45 years.
Well, how do you break the cycle if you're thinking like that?
I don't. I just stopped rooting for them and wish.
Oh, you're not going to break the cycle. You're just going to keep it real. Like, okay. I feel for you. Like Shaka.
Yep.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah, I remember last Friday you were saying you're like, even if they won, you would be like, yeah.
I feel like he didn't spew enough hate on him because usually, because
He
like
let it out.
Nah, because usually the hate works. You're like hating on them and they win, and it was
There's
working.
not enough hate to make the Knicks win. Just
Oh, okay. There's
just
not enough salt in the world.
There really is not.
Sure
enough
about that?
salt in the world, yeah.
Is this where you're like trying to not get your hopes up? So
No,
you're.
that's what.
Is
he
that what it
wanted me
is?
to, like the reverse. I literally hate them that much, and I was 100% sure they were gonna lose. This wasn't like a joke, like they're gonna lose, like the old break a leg. No. This was like you're gonna lose because you're gonna lose.
He was once upon a time a fan,
Yes,
but
I
his
was.
heart's been broken so many
His
times.
heart's been. Now he's
many
salty.
Yeah, now it's salty.
I got it.
Sort of like I was with the Raiders for a good long time until I moved on.
Wow.
Yep.
I loved the Raiders for many years, and I still kind of do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I root for the Rams because they're LA, but, there was so many heartbreaks with the Raiders, and seeing the general managers, just constantly fuck the team up.
Listen, that's my big beef. Like football, I bailed on the Giants last year before the whole thing. I've been a Giants fan my whole year, and it was because their administration. That's why I'm so sick of the calls and the things that they do that can avoid it. Like, you let our best player go to the fucking Eagles. Just that once they did that, I was like, you know what? I'm done.
That's
just
how Dallas
absolutely
fans.
done.
That's how Dallas Mavericks fans feel right now.
Fuck Dallas Cowboys.
Well, yeah, them too. But I'm saying the Dallas Mavericks, because Luka got traded over here to LA, they feel like that right now. Like they got the raw end of the deal.
Yep.
I still think that is one of the most mind-blowing aspects of sports, and the fact is that you could play half a year and then all of a sudden they decide to trade you out and you have to go to another team.
Business.
But like, I think, what about the psychological of the player? You know what I mean?
What are you talking? I'm sorry. I don't.
And you got to find a place
They
to
don't
live
care.
there.
Yeah.
So what
They
happens
don't care
in
about the health of the player. They don't care what happens to their heads. They don't care about CTE. None of it.
Points.
And what happens to those guys is they get really depressed when they get out of football.
That's what I'm
because they
thinking.
don't have a plan for their
Or
long-term
basketball.
future.
It's not necessarily
any sport.
Yeah, any
You're
sport.
a young man and and that's what you've been told by your family, by everyone. And often you're not coming from a lot of money. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
This is your ticket out.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you with that. There's a chance that you're going to smash your brain up. And then when you're older, you're going to have to deal with anger issues, you're going to have to deal with depression, anxiety, and the families deal with that. And how do I know this?
Yeah.
My dad was a professional football player in the CFL before they had the equipment now they have better equipment, but it's still dangerous. Any of this is dangerous.
Yeah, that's why they don't allow you to
be
lead.
aware of that as young men.
Yeah, that's why they don't allow you to lead a tackle with your head anymore or go head on.
Yeah,
Like,
no more spearhead. They
yeah,
call it spearheading.
they took
and
all that shit out.
Face mask.
That's in football. Those are like the ills of playing football. And with basketball, and it's the same in any sport. It could be basketball, baseball, football, or even, I don't know if it's in MLS, but in the middle of the season, if they have an opportunity,
That's so wild.
on business, if it makes their business of basketball better, they'll trade a player, and they don't care about the transition this player has to make unless they're a star and they respect them.
So wild.
But if mostly, you're a commodity, and if I could trade that commodity for a better one.
If you're a star, they want to keep you.
And they don't think about that. Now I got to uproot my family and go find and buy another place over here and figure out what I'm going to do with this place over here. And now I got to move everything from this place to over there and just uproot. And realistically, you don't know how long you're going to be there either.
Yeah.
Unless you're deemed as one of those franchise players, and they're that they're going to build around you, and you're going to be there for some years. Like
Man.
a lot of these players have to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? Like fucking uprooting from one season to another, or halfway through the season. If you're not producing and you're not doing the shit you're supposed to do, you might get traded on the trade deadline. But no one thought Luka was going to get traded. He's a superstar franchise fucking player.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's reasons behind his trade, and I'm sure everybody knows that by now. But it didn't have anything to do with his health or his production. It had everything to do with spite. And I'll leave it at that. But
does anyone watch Formula One?
Formula One?
You mean the thing on actual Formula One or the doc on the thing on?
No, like the actual Formula One. Yeah,
I've watched it here and there, but I don't like.
You're not into it.
It's not something that I watch frequently. Like I'll watch NASCAR here and there, but I don't watch it frequently.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like
it's wild. That's scary too.
That's a wild fucking sport because one little fuck up. They were showing the race the other day where like I don't know if it was 6-7 cars that just fucking wiped from one little move that was off by one guy. Yeah. And he didn't even hit nothing. He caused the other guys to like.
It's amazing.
That's how crazy. I bet everybody wants to whoop his ass at the end of the race for causing that shit.
Because that one step ruined it.
One step, man.
And I always trip when you see those races when whether it's NASCAR, but when they crash and then it just twirls into
oh yeah,
and then
Did
you're
you
like,
see the boat this year and that one that I forgot what race it is. It was like 203 miles an hour. It looked fake. It went up in there because they usually go up, but the way it kind of was flipping looked like a paper plane. It was crazy. 203 miles an hour on the water flipping.
What's
And the guy did.
one of those boats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a trip when you see that.
Oh, come on.
And some of them lived through that.
Yeah,
shit.
they lived, and I don't know if you guys know, but on the water, if you're doing like 50, it feels like look
it's concrete.
Yo,
look at this.
Look at
so
that,
fake.
bro.
Look, watch this.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Okay, that does look like AI.
It looked fake, right?
Yeah,
That
but that
real.
happens
It
in
was
those
real.
races.
By the way it flipped in the air, it looked fake, but that is legit.
That shit happened.
Look at that. Different angle.
man, bow.
Yeah, no, I don't want to race boats.
I want to go fast on a boat.
Crazy.
That's what's crazy is that you feel like that driving a Corvette, like an old school Corvette. You know what I mean? Like you would feel like the front end was gonna fly up on you.
Yeah.
Hey, people.
Got some lift to it.
Yeah.
I have this dream that you bought your first yacht or boat, and we go you go, come on, dude, let's go, man, for a ride. And me and you just go so fast, and then we just leave the water, and we just go up in the air, and we never land.
That's a hell of a dream because I would never buy a yacht.
Like Thelma
So true.
Thelma and Louise, but it's
That's a hell of a dream.
B, I don't think we're on the water anymore.
Yeah, no.
I don't think we're on the water, bro.
I don't do the water, man.
It's like the aquatic
Not a
Fast and the
water
Furious.
person?
I don't mind it,
Boats.
but I would not do like I could be on a lake or a river, right? Like that I can do, but I would not go into the ocean on
look
a
at
cruise or any of that.
I don't like a cruise. I like oceans, just
that's-
ones without
That's fair.
sharks. Like
Yeah.
That's why Europe is dope. You go like the Adriatic seasonal. They don't have great whites. You don't get it. I don't have to worry. The water's fucking 85 degrees.
Where are you going for where do you like to go for beaches in Europe? Tell me.
Southern Italy. Beaches.
I was gonna say Puglia.
Yeah. All Puglia, Bari, Gallipoli.
Otranto.
Yeah, all those places.
All of it.
I spend. We're going back. Me and my ladies are going from the 7th to the 24th this year.
I'm so jealous.
So yeah, from Milan.
That's where you're supposed to, like in the summer, all of the northern Italians go to the south of Italy to just Puglia is
bask
just
in the
a peninsula
sun.
of beaches.
It is.
Cool.
And it's all seafood and then fresh
Brindisi,
pasta.
that's the other
Brindisi
place,
is
yeah.
really nice too.
Pasta.
It's very old. It's beautiful. Like
Lecce is the main city, and it's all like Baroque architecture, and everything is made in this kind of golden stone. So it's very yellow and gold. And you go and you have these little desserts called pasticciotto, and you have that with the coffee. And
is it sweet?
It's not too sweet. It's like vanilla pudding in a little pastry. I don't know how to
So it's like
describe the
kind of like a
pastry.
dessert.
Well,
But
that's
not
Have it
really.
for breakfast, and
Sounds
it's
good.
only local to that area. Pasticciotto.
I mean, when you cut it-
Pasticciotti is plural.
That
of
looks
it,
good. I
and
would try.
That's like one of the Italians don't eat anything with when they drink their coffee. This is the one thing they're like, okay, you know, if you want to have this with a coffee, you can.
Dr. Greenthumb coffee. Yeah.
Julia is probably
sure.
the best food in the world. By
Yes,
the way.
agreed.
Like I mean, like every single thing you eat. There was only
That's your
one
favorite
place that
Italian
I wasn't-
food?
Yeah, and there was only one place that I wasn't wowed. Every single fucking place I ate, I was just like not even talking when I was eating because I wanted to just.
That is
enjoy
true.
every
Most places you go out there,
So serious.
the food is great.
Yeah.
You might catch a couple of places that are like, but that's anywhere.
But the ass are better than the shit we eat.
So no, if you
Like-
eat any other type, not always, but in certain parts, like if you're in Calabria and you eat like, I had Mexican food in Calabria.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How'd that go?
It was really
Yeah, terrible.
terrible.
I believe it.
I tell you what, though.
Interesting.
I love my family. I love them so much. For them, it's exciting.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you know, it's like the branding. Oh, we got a Mexican place here. We're gonna try something
We're gonna
different,
show
and it's
her
different.
We're international too.
And it's different to them. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, yeah, you will find places like that, and you're like scratching your head, like, how the fuck is this out here? Like, there was a Mexican restaurant in Moscow.
Wow.
When we were in Moscow doing the serial killers tour with Demrick, Exhibit, and I. And Exhibit, he had, you know, I don't know how many times he'd been in Moscow, but he knew people up there, and they're like, hey, my boy wants to take us to this Mexican restaurant. And I'm looking at him like, in Moscow. Like, what kind of Mexican food is there going to be?
And to take you.
Yeah, like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Right? And we go, and sure enough, it's decked out like, let's just say, have you ever been to Los Compadres
Yes.
or someplace like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very much like that, the interior going in with all the, you know,
Ooh,
with
yeah.
all the sort of
The
designs,
ambiance
the
of-
ambiance,
Yeah.
slightly darkish lighting, and all the little tiles with all the authentic, you know, Mexican type shit you would see in our
Wow.
wannabe Mexican restaurants.
Right.
Because they're not Mexican restaurants. Anyway, I go in there and I'm like, well, fuck yeah, this is familiar. Looks good, right? In terms of, you know, all the design work.
Right.
It looks good. We see the menu, and the menu is like El Compadre or El Presidente or something like that, and it's like all the shit you would see on one of our menus here. I'm like, this is interesting. But let's see, you know, the proof is in the pudding, right?
Right.
So they bring, you know, we all order our individual shit. And they brought it out. It looked, it looked the way that we are used to seeing it.
Okay.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, the visual looks great. Let's see what the fucking shit, what this is like. So we start eating it, and no shit, it was like what we have here.
Wow.
It was actually good.
Wow.
And then they brought out the 3 Mexicans that run that spot, right? Apparently the owner of the spot on vacation like 20, 30 years prior to this place, he goes there for vacation with his wife. He goes to a Mexican restaurant, falls in love with the food, and he's a very, you know, wealthy man. He makes an offer to the chef, hey, I want to take you to Russia with me. Pick two guys, and I'll pay for your whole shit. I'll make you the fucking boss of this restaurant that I'm going to make, and blah, blah, blah. Homeboy decides, okay, I'm picking so-and-so and so-and-so, and we're going to go out and teach these motherfuckers. And, bro, straight up authentic, well, not authentic, but I mean,
Fire.
Mexican restaurant
yeah.
in Moscow that was actually good Mexican food by some Mexican motherfuckers, not Chicano, not guys from America with Mexican descent.
Right.
Nah,
Dudes from Mexico.
the real
But-
homies, yeah.
That they could get the ingredients that they
That
needed
part.
That's
to
important.
pull that off
That
is
part.
really cool because they had to go around Russia and find wherever they are. Like, okay,
That
what's
part.
available here?
Yep.
Like Italian Americans did, like a Mexican Americans do. It's like what's available around you that you can cook with that is different than what's back at home,
Yeah.
but you can make it work.
Yeah,
Make it work.
they definitely made it work because we were all impressed. I mean, Exhibit had been there apparently, so he was,
Oh, Exhibit told you? Like,
Yeah,
he had
Exhibit.
told you about it? Yeah.
yeah, he's like, yo, I got some guys that I'm like, all right.
How did he sound, B?
I know, I was just going to.
Say it, do it again.
Well, he's got a few different tones. You have to like be specific about which Exhibit tone you want.
Very true.
It's a hard one to imitate. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my man Exhibit. Check out that album Kingmaker out there.
Love you.
Right
Love you, Exhibit.
now.
The best.
Shit is fire. If you haven't heard this album, you're tripping.
Thank you.
Because he did a lot of great collabs on it, and the music is just banging. So make sure you check out Kingmaker. I don't know if y'all saw this on the news, but the stealing of catalytic converters here and everywhere is a thing, right?
Horrible.
So now people are fed up enough to where like they'll come out. Like if they see it on their ring cam, they're coming out on these motherfuckers, right?
Wow.
Right.
So there was one where this lady came out and saw these guys. They had just cut the catalytic converter out of her husband's van. And she's like calling her husband, whatever his name is, get the gun. They're stealing
Oh my
the
God.
catalytic converter. Get the gun. And they hear that. They fucking drop what they're doing. Boom, jump in the car. They're the fuck out. He comes out way too late with the gun, but scare them off,
No,
right?
that's good enough.
So she scared them off, and one of the ring cameras probably got, or somebody got their plate. Anyway, the next time this happens, this lady in this certain neighborhood where it had been happening, I don't know if it was West Covina or something like that, she comes out with the bat and starts smashing on their car. Well, one of the guys, they almost took, look, here it goes. They almost leave their guy. Like she comes out with the bat. She's like,
You know what?
Yeah, and then California,
You know
she'll go
what?
to jail.
look, they almost leave their fucking homeboy right there. Yeah, people had enough of that shit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, in our stupid ass state, we'll go to jail for beating these people up or shooting at them.
Well, she caused damage to the car.
Good.
Fuck it.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Trying to rob my shit.
The other side.
Good
Just
for her.
Good for her.
whacking on
Good for her, man.
Yeah.
She should be able to
People should
pass it.
stand up, man. You see this shit on the ring cam. Shit.
But look how my man's running.
Well,
Hey, he's lucky she didn't go fucking crack him in the head.
Yeah.
On the other side,
But
right?
that would have been assault. She would have went to jail for
That's
that,
what I mean.
unfortunately.
That's
Yeah.
the fucked up part.
okay, but she should. You shouldn't crack someone's skull in
No.
for stealing a,
No. Maybe crack him in the ankle.
Yeah, it's
I'm going right for the
expensive,
head.
It's terrible.
I feel you.
Clearly, the issue here is that there is this need for these guys to go and do this.
Yeah.
There's a need
And-
for me to correct them.
Right on.
Back
Thank you.
bad.
Yeah.
You come on my property to do that.
Well,
Thank you.
That.
people are getting fed up with this shit because, I mean, it's happening all over the fucking place.
No
because
warning shots here.
well, everybody's different.
Do you remember that actor? It was I think it was like near New Year's Eve. He got killed because he went.
And tried to intervene.
Well, he
stumbled on it. He wasn't even intervening. He was going to his car.
Oh.
And they were jacking the catalytic converter out of his car.
They
And these
shot-
motherfuckers shot
They
him.
were
Yeah.
actuating the crime. Well, I got it. Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's,
It's crazy because you want to do something, but you got to, be careful. Like
my
she got
man.
lucky that those guys weren't armed.
Didn't have a gun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But that goes to show you how fed up people are. Is that like she did not care
Right.
about what could have happened to her. Just charged them. Like, get the fuck out of
Crazy.
here.
So crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure if they had a gun pointed at her, she might have. Maybe not.
Yeah, she wouldn't have charged
Doing-
them.
A little bit.
Doing that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just
You
saying.
don't bring a bat to a gunfight. That is for sure. Hey,
Thank you.
this other shit, right? That happened. I don't know if y'all saw this, but in Switzerland, in the Alps, a glacier fucking
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
fucking exploded down onto this
it's
village of 300.
No
but
way.
that they forecasted it, so they were able to get like 300 people out before it came down.
Oh,
but
good.
one person who decided they didn't want to listen to the shit
What?
They can't find that person.
Oh, survival of-
But it is crazy when the glacier gives way. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's like a avalanche come down that city. Look, here it is.
It's a violent avalanche.
Violence.
Dude,
Wow.
look at that.
Man.
It's just getting stronger as it's just
hell
coming.
no. Fuck no.
And there's a
No.
town at the bottom of this valley.
No.
Fucking glacier just collapsed down and
What a
then
way to go.
mixed in with the dirt.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's-
Just like,
Look at,
Buried alive.
fuck. Yeah. Made the wrong choice. What are you going to do?
I should have left.
Bro.
Oh man, that is.
someone thought they were going to be the badass
Who's
of the
filming
village
this?
and
Is that
say,
a
"Oh, I made it through, whatever."
I'm gonna save the village. How are you gonna save the village?
That's a horrible way to go.
They had
out.
listen.
Yeah.
This is how bad it was, right? They forecasted this shit like like several days before, and they fucking airlifted all the fucking sheep and cows and livestock the fuck out of there.
Wow.
Before this, yeah, and then they evacuated 300 people. So only the one dumbass that didn't want to go.
That's always so.
There's always one,
But
right?
but did they have to like?
Rest in peace to the
Rest
one.
in peace.
Yeah.
But there's always one, right?
There's always one.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Did they have to
Good.
dig anybody out? I
No,
mean,
there's no
one guy
dig-
that
There's
looking
one guy
for.
that
No.
That's only
Good
just
for
There's
them.
there's
Man, look at that.
there's no
Great.
digging anything out.
no, there's yeah.
That's always one of the saddest things about natural disasters that people don't talk about is how much of wildlife dies, and
Animals.
it's
Yeah.
terrible, man.
like the fires. in
yeah, it's
Australia,
terrible.
And
People
the
can't get
koalas,
they can't get their horses
the
out, and
horses.
bro.
oh, that's just
They eat and
heartbreaking.
the fires here too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heartbreaking.
word. Come on, man.
Even thinking about like all the squirrels and all the trees
Everything,
that
bro.
get,
just-
you know,
yeah,
oh man.
I
Can't, like you
mean,
said,
Any wildlife really.
Wildlife.
yeah, but the bigger, the harder it is. You know, if you got a stable
Right.
of horses and you can't get them out, people
And they're
you're
chained
attached to
up.
them like
Yeah.
they're your family. So thinking of them burning is just
Bro.
an
Horrible.
awful.
what do you
awful
do? Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Yeah,
Ugh.
that's crazy.
You try to get them out, but
You try.
Yeah,
Some
that
people
that
are
that
away, they're, you know,
that avalanche
Dude, that's
fucking
scary.
covered the whole village,
Yeah.
and it blocked a fucking
Bro.
it blocked water or the river or something from rolling through. So everything's just caught up in that fucking town. Like it's pretty much gone.
Look at that.
Look,
wow.
That's
know
what it was
that's the before,
Wow.
and the bottom is the after.
Thank you.
it's done. I wonder how those people whose houses are okay on the left. I wonder what they're feeling.
Look,
They got-
see that house up on the top left corner
Yeah.
when it's green? Yeah, but look
That's
look where it's at on the green, right? It's go right there. Boom, that's it.
That's it, and all those are gone.
Bro,
Yeah.
no.
Damn.
What do? You just brace yourself and be like, fuck my Amazon packages. Just, I'm going to
No.
die not like this.
No, they evacuated everybody.
left.
They lost their homes. That's for sure. They're gonna have to rebuild. But
Right.
all that village, except for one person,
Hey,
is
that's
Wow.
probably they put that like you said, the houses
a lot of
that made it is probably like huge survivor's guilt, right? For their damage. Like
I don't think
Not-
anybody's house has made it. You just see the top of one of the houses, but I don't think anybody's house made
That's
it.
crazy.
well, there's there's a few little buildings right on the left side of that that after
I know, that's
picture.
what I was looking at. I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder if those ones are okay.
Those ones are
So
okay.
Who's moving back there?
No, yeah.
Nobody.
Yo.
Well,
Gotta rebuild, though.
It will take them time to rebuild there.
Oh, you
know what
think
I
they
mean?
will?
Yeah,
And is
But
that
they will. They
thank you,
could.
B
so
word.
all
Give
that
me a
we
minute.
see covering the town? That's all combination of dirt and the glacier.
Yes.
Woo! That's just like
Yeah.
super cold mud.
Yeah. It's gonna have to like melt down,
Chaos.
and then the sludge it's gonna create after that. I mean, it's
Oh, dude, it's horrible.
And the plants. It'll be really cool. I bet it caught up like a bunch of seeds and things like that.
Word.
And it'll like,
What
you know,
about-
all that moisture will melt and then boom.
Right, for the ecosystem. I mean, dude.
Still the dirt though.
yeah.
Look at that.
You
Oh,
gotta
that's
move all.
horrible.
You gotta move all that shit.
Well,
Like that one, those 3 houses right there, 4 houses.
there you
like,
go. That's it.
That's
I
crazy.
mean that's the thing when you live at the bottom of a fucking
They're
mountain that
flooded.
has a glacier on top of it.
What
and
about
you
a
got,
volcano?
And you got global warming, happening.
Yep.
Shit like that. I mean, you know,
people
those are,
live
that.
Italy,
Yeah, there's a
almost.
in Italy a
Oh
volcano
yeah,
went off
about
today.
what's it called? Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah.
Pompeii. Or
oh,
whatever.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That
like,
motherfucker's big.
Pompeii, you
that.
can still see
That
people
motherfucker's, yo, thank you, Blake.
Yeah, it went off.
frozen. Their bodies
I think
where they died.
it went off last night while people were hiking, and it hadn't went off for like 10 years or something like that.
Man,
Yeah.
dude. Man,
A lot of movement in
That's
the earth.
crazy.
The earth is
Right?
like,
that is crazy.
There's so many cultures that live like by volcanoes.
look at all these folks running because that shit spewed like.
Yeah, that's
Look at it.
crazy.
Oh
Yo,
man,
look at they
that's-
going. Oh, they.
you pick,
Better
Look
run.
at look
The
at
fuck,
look
man?
at that. They, I mean,
You'd be
Look at
seeing
that
you running
shit.
right now.
picked the wrong day to go.
yeah, and
Interesting.
all that shit coming out of there is toxic.
Yeah.
All that shit. You gotta get the
Yeah.
hell out of there.
Yeah, you got to get the fuck.
You
On.
don't
man.
want to breathe that in.
Yo.
As we said.
Ooh, and as we're smoking,
Well, we're not breathing toxins with this weed
No.
here. We know
healing
that.
medicine.
Just saying, it's more medicinal.
Man,
I mean,
that
and look, they're dealing with that in Nigeria. They were dealing with this fucking crazy flood that happened down there.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
You
dude.
guys heard about that? Yeah.
It's crazy. It was like something we showed not long ago that happened in Rio. That like they had like some crazy ass rainstorm and
Man, dude.
I think a reservoir or a dam broke and it flooded into the fucking city.
That's
horrible.
what you need to say.
Do you got that, Bolton?
I'm trying to find the Nigeria video right
Yeah,
now.
there it is, right
Oh,
Wow.
that's just bad off top.
Man, fuck that.
Apparently, a dam broke from
Damn.
a
This is-
storm.
I mean,
No pun intended.
no. I mean,
Well, pun intended.
pun intended, I guess.
And
But
we-
that's horrible.
That is horrible. Why are you laughing? It's
No,
not.
I'm just saying, man. The way you guys.
That's a good question.
Fuck is
That
wrong
looks
with
like
you?
that looks like my spot, man. When it's wintertime in LA. So yeah, that's it, man. Through the living room.
Look at that shit.
Damn.
That looks like my living
Not
room.
this winter.
No, okay.
I didn't get that. We didn't get that much rain this winter. Did you?
The dam broke.
Look at that.
That's
man.
crazy.
Look at that thing.
Whole damn thing.
Those poor people.
The
I
whole
know,
damn
man.
show.
That's just.
Devastated.
Whole damn city.
Yeah. Prayers to all those, man.
Yes.
Having to deal with that shit right
Oh,
there.
look, that's horrible. Get that dog.
Yo,
Gotta
but what
go.
happened
Goat.
if you
That's a
saw
goat.
like one of the Nigerians there with a sea dude, just like, you got me fucked up, not me though.
Ain't no sea dudes
Oh,
over there.
all right.
Not in that area.
That's why it's important right now to donate to like international organizations that help
Thank
with
you.
those
Yeah.
those tragedies.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, especially because
Look at that shit.
the U.S. government isn't
Helping nobody.
anyone. So,
Please
and
research
the
that.
idea, well,
The people, that's the problem. Some of the things, like, you're doing the right thing, like, oh, this is awesome. And some of the organizations,
research
total crook.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely do the
That's like-
diligence.
Say, like
Yeah.
Exactly.
a specific one. Do your
Yeah.
research. Make sure that they're putting the money in the right places. But it is important right now to help if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do the right research, you can donate like directly to a lot of these causes because, like charities and I hate to say it, it's very sad. A lot of them are a scam, and not even just a scam. Not enough of the proceeds are going towards what you're
Yeah.
donating.
A small amount of the
Very
proceeds.
small.
though.
They're only required like by law.
What, the fuck shit is that like most of it goes to the expenses of making it happen.
Administration
Yeah.
of running a nonprofit. Yeah, there's
They can
always
expense everything out, and you want to look at a place, and there's good ones that they'll say, 90-something% of the things go to your thing.
Yeah.
That's what we
Okay.
But
look for.
nonprofits have to show their books.
Right.
So if you really wanted to look into it,
You can
and that's
audit
what
them, yeah.
journalists do, and that's why you want to look to really good sources for reviews on which organizations are the right ones to donate
Good idea.
to.
Yeah.
And you can do that here in Los Angeles too. There's really great organizations for Los Angeles too, because we need some help right now. Our city has
Absolutely.
really gone through a lot. So support your local restaurants in LA too,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Just go-
No,
Make sure they're trustworthy. Yeah.
you're hitting all
Thank
the
you.
all the
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah.
So many
Yeah.
restaurants who went down because of COVID. Like that was still.
Word.
That's one
So
of the
many.
worst things is that.
And
came
now
from
because
COVID.
of the fires too, so many people left because of the fires.
Yeah.
And they don't have they lost their customers. So
Yeah.
if you have a favorite spot you really like to support,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
Yeah, man. Do what you can when you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Today's National Rotisserie Chicken Day.
Yeah.
It's right here.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of LA institutions,
Oh yeah.
Yum.
I got a crazy. Well, it's not a crazy story, but it kind of is because I had never seen this before. So many years back, Rush, one of my favorite bands as a kid, was doing a concert down what used to be down at now. What is it?
Is it the YouTube theater now?
Is it the YouTube? It's downtown. It was L.A. Live.
L.A. Live, yeah.
Right? And I can't remember who was opening, but we went to go see Rush. And when they took the stage and the stage was revealed, Geddy Lee, dope bass player and keyboard player, legend and lead singer of Rush, his background cabinets weren't like normal cabinets, like the bass cabinets that you see. Normally you see an Ampeg cabinet for bass players and all the stuff like that you normally see with the band, but you didn't see that with Geddy Lee. He said, fuck those Ampeg cabinets. We're putting fucking rotisserie machines up there, and we're gonna show these chickens that are roasting. We're creating the energy for those chickens roasting, and we're gonna feed our crew with those chickens that are roasting.
Yeah.
So it's like you're watching the band play. Well, the chickens are like roasting right there, and it blew all of our minds. Like,
Wow.
what are they gonna do with all them chickens? Like, is that for real? Are those real chickens? And then the story was, they were doing that, and then they fed their crew with those chickens. I don't know how true that story was, but that's what was told to us. Look, see them in the background? Think I'm lying?
awesome.
Think I'm exaggerating?
Wow.
Rotisserie fucking chickens for the crew on Geddy Lee.
Hey, I was at that show as well.
You were at that show too?
Yeah, I was there.
I was with Dougie and his brother Russ and a few other people's.
Those Costco chickens.
Wow.
I think I went dolo. I just wanted to go see the show because I was like, it's
And look
fresh.
at they had their gimp right there, going in
What
for
the fuck is that?
Their chicken
They had
gimp.
the chicken gimp.
That's Trace getting a chicken.
That's Trace.
Wow, you did him dirty, bro. I'm gonna play that for him.
It's like
Wow.
this chicken's done.
Pinky.
Yeah, we didn't expect this when we went to go see them, but this is what was happening.
Wow.
Geddy's a G for that.
And then apparently, eventually, it went from rotisserie chickens to washers on stage, washers and dryers.
Doing their laundry?
Yeah, well, they were like,
Cook me chicken, do my laundry.
yeah, they're doing all the
Right.
things. Yeah,
Very
maximizing energy.
Very thoughtful.
That's
They used
actually
to-
really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a pretty fucking hilarious visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Artistic.
I wasn't happy that they played a bunch of obscure and cover songs in the beginning of that show, which
did
was
the new
2
album.
hours.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
their
they
whole
did the new album.
Yeah.
All of us were hoping they would do classics and pieces of the new album, but they did the new album.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it was like a 3-hour show, so it was
Yeah.
like an hour and a half for like part one. Then you did an intermission.
I left.
I kicked it. I got this. They had Tom Sawyer at the end.
If you're taking 2.5 hours to play, 2 hours to play the hits, nah, I'm the fuck
You
out.
know what's up.
Sprinkle it.
Hey,
right there. Yeah.
hey,
watch
but,
your-
but,
Sprinkle me some.
B, I'm
God.
glad you were at the show, and I'm glad C- was at the show.
Same thing with Steve
just
Miller. I
saying,
went to
man.
a Steve Miller show. He did the same
Word.
thing. A bunch of cover songs and new shit that nobody knew. He waited an hour and a half to start playing like shit anybody knew, and all the classics that people love him for. And I was like, you know what? I am insulted. I'm the fuck out of here. You waited an hour and a half to play all this good. Out of here.
B was just trying to.
Nah, man.
that
Not. Listen.
Body, all right.
You can't make people wait that long for the great songs.
You're right. B,
At a
you're
3-hour
right.
show. You can't make
Okay.
them wait 2
All
hours
right,
for that.
okay,
You got to
okay.
sprinkle it.
Yeah, give me a hit here. And
You
there.
guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Serious, it's true.
you got it. Like, that is very artsy of you to like not give a fuck about your crowd or your fans and just, I'm going to play what I think they should hear and then I'll play the hits. It's like,
While I roast chickens.
yeah, while I roast.
Yeah. On those chickens.
Steve Miller wasn't roasting chickens, but he did something very offensive to me, but it's a whole other story. I love Steve Miller, but I will not go see that show again. No.
Sometimes you just need, when you think about going to see like an older band, like you go, you know what? Maybe I should just have a little fucking listening sesh, streaming all the known albums and the known versions you like, because sometimes
it ain't. Yeah,
it just doesn't work. Like, would they try to make it more? They try like he'll try to make like Fly Like an Eagle more new.
See, that's what I can't stand.
And that's not like
it's like don't add on to the song where it doesn't need adding because you've been playing it for 30, 40 years and you're tired of playing it in the original form. Fuck out of here. We're not tired of hearing it in the original form.
Bring it.
You know what I mean?
Why we're there.
Yeah. Unless you make a completely different album that like you're using the song from before and you're flipping it with something new. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But that's not what you're doing. You're playing a show and it's supposed to be your classics and you're adding shit onto your classics that nobody's used to and everybody's kind of weirded out by it. Like I've seen it. I've seen bands do this. You've seen bands do this. How fucking frustrating is that?
Yeah.
Very.
Like sometimes when raps get added that don't need to be added to like classic songs or just like it just feels like just play the hits, man.
You just want to hear it like the record.
Play it like the record.
Play it like the record. That if you could at least do me the honor of like playing it as closest to I remember hearing on the record. But if you want to do some little flips here and there, but sonically if it's matching.
If you want to do flips, they gotta fucking be the right flip for it to work. Because people want to hear the original song. If that flip is not better than the original, best that you don't even fucking touch it.
Thank you.
Agreed.
If that flip ain't gold, don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If that flip ain't gold,
don't do it.
Put it away.
Everything has to be gold.
Because it's gold filled if it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's also National Rocky Road Day.
Oh, yes. I love Rocky Road.
I don't have a cool story like the rotisserie chickens for Rocky Road. Only that I can't keep it in my house because that shit goes like that.
It's making it because I was still.
I love Rocky Road. That's my favorite fucking ice cream ever.
Just now.
The marshmallows.
It's the nuts.
It's everything.
The chewy
marshmallows,
the bittersweet chocolate.
Yes.
All of it.
It's
the winner, It's just the winner.
It's the everything.
I like how it gets liquidy at the bottom, and you could.
They all do that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they all do that.
But you know what I mean. It's Rocky Road.
You know what I did the other day is I had I have the espresso cups, whatever, the little ones that are meant for double or triple shots. I scooped some Rocky Road in there and I ate it because I tried not to have a lot of it because
I forgot on
I tried to like
be moderate,
have some discipline and be moderate. But after I just left a little bit of it and then I rocked an espresso shot into what was left of the Rocky Road. It was awesome.
Wow.
Ice cream and coffee is a wonderful mix.
The best.
I like when food does that. Yeah.
Wonderful combo.
What brand makes the best Rocky Road?
I don't know. That's hard.
Thrifty.
Thrifty.
Hey, they're trying to figure out what to do.
What are they getting rid
Well,
of?
they're trying.
The in-store.
Rite Aid.
Well, Rite Aids are going out of business, and they own
down.
the Thrifty ice cream.
Times had a whole thing about it.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do with Thrifty ice cream. Like, how can it be
put
saved?
It in the supermarkets, man. Just put it in all.
Why not? Yeah.
Some just put it in all the supermarkets.
Some big supermarket needs to buy them, like
Definitely.
Costco. We need to petition Costco to get Thrifty ice cream.
That's not a bad
For real.
idea.
It's a national institute.
Yeah, when
it is.
Moved out here, this is like good ice cream. And
Hey, it went from Save-Ons to Thrifties to Rite Aid,
Why not?
right?
Save-Ons. It was Save-On, Thrifties, Rite Aid, right?
Wow.
And Rite Aid, CVS. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, CVS and Rite Aid are competitive, but
Wait.
they're different.
Yeah.
I think
They're different.
Yeah, I don't think they're.
no, they're not owned by the same people. They're different,
now
but
I'm
they're the same.
confused. All
They're
right.
the same, but
Right,
different.
right,
The difference is that Rite Aid bought Thrifties.
Okay.
So
They
Yeah,
own
they
that.
took over the.
yeah, they took over.
Wow.
Oh, right.
It's National Bubba Day. I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay.
Yeah, Bubba Sparks. No.
Oh, National Bubba. Oh,
Yeah,
they made
Bubba Kush.
they made a Bubba Kush Day.
Right. I'm down with that.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Bubba.
So then Everlast's dream of making the "I'm too high for this shit" day is not impossible if you if you made a fucking Bubba Kush Day.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, I dig on that. That's
Nice. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it needs some time.
Bring it.
It's not all the way ready, but it is beautiful. Yes.
Yes.
Can you say? I mean, it's all nice.
Or
You share a birthday with Bubba Kush Day.
I share. Well, no, that's a national day. It's not the birthday.
No, your birthday shares.
The national day with Bubba Kush.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of birthdays today I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
I was listening to this station on the way here. People whose birthdays started today. I was like bugging the fuck out. Our list is very short in comparison to what I heard out there. But yeah, fuck. Who was one of them that I was like tripping?
I don't have that. Birthdays.
I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. But anyways, oh yeah, these are some of the birthdays today. But none of these were on the list of people.
Who the fuck?
I don't even know who the fuck half of these people
Dana
are.
Carvey, dude from Prison Break.
Yeah, Dana Carvey, but no, these.
We only got the dude from Prison Break. That's it.
Dana Carvey.
Oh,
Beetlejuice, dude.
Beetlejuice. Wayne Brady was one of them.
Wayne Brady.
Justin Long.
Justin Wrong.
Wow, Justin Long. Husks. I just seen that, man. Good movie. Yeah.
I don't know what site this guy goes to find
celebrity birthdays. I mean, that's on there.
Famousbirthdays.com.
Oh my God. Yeah, they missed a few, like artists, like musicians and stuff like that. I can't remember who else.
Don't worry, B. It's all good.
Remember. Oh, but did you know it is the birthday of Charlie Watts, drummer of the Rolling Stones?
Yes.
Whoa.
Happy heavenly birthday, Charlie Watts.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Happy birthday.
I did not know he was on the second. I did not know. I've been a Rolling Stones fan for a long time, and I did not know that. Yeah.
Well, his
True rock and roll drummer.
True rock and roll.
Is iconic. When you see the Stones perform, you can't forget him, man.
You know what I loved about this guy was that he didn't give you much in terms of emotion in playing. He was like very reserved in his playing, but he played so dope in that reserved form. Like you see a lot of drummers going crazy and wild and giving you a show. He didn't need to give you the show.
Not no dog and pony. Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was like Mick and Keith.
Oh, that's
all
young,
the show.
Oh, he's dope right there. Look at him. That's crazy young. Yeah.
Yeah, he like even his best work to me is his 70s work where it was like
that's dope.
From Goat Head Soup all the way to I'd say even like Miss You, like I'll say the 80s. Like
he don't get enough love as a drummer, this guy.
Nah, he's got heat though.
He's a legend.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Thank you, B.
He's got heat.
And did you know? And you probably do because we just said it before this. It's also Dana Carvey's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
What? Dana
Carvey.
Wow.
Church lady.
Legendary.
Not gonna do it.
The
Not
master,
gonna do it.
master of
do it.
disguise.
What was the other one? He did George Bush.
That was
Good, yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
It was the turtle.
And you know what's funny?
Yes,
George Bush
remember?
Jr. never actually
The
said
turtle.
that. Dana White made that a thing for him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't do it.
Turtle.
I can't breathe. Word.
Yeah. Listen, take a deep breath.
You can breathe.
You can breathe.
You can breathe, dude.
And did you know? And you probably do because we mentioned this guy too. Wayne Brady's birthday is also today.
Is Wayne Brady
born on this day in 1972?
And he's famous for, does Wayne Brady have to choke a bitch?
Yep.
So we like that.
That was one of his
that put him over the top. He was already famous, but
Yeah.
like you
That
know,
was just great.
that just put him over the top. Like
He's also really big on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
That's what he was sort of famous for. The improvised, comedy shit.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker.
But this guy's like, he's like the triple threat of entertainment. Like
Yeah.
the dude could sing, act, dance.
Yep.
Yes.
All the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, salute to Wayne Brady.
He's a man.
He is. Did you know? In 1972, Pink Floyd dropped Obscured by Clouds.
Yeah.
I'm obscured by clouds almost every day.
Is this 72 you said?
Weed Clouds. Yes,
Wow.
1972.
Okay. This is post Dark Side, right?
I believe so.
Ray says pre.
Pre.
Oh, okay.
This is what was getting them ready. Burning Bridges. What's the deal? Childhood's end? Okay, when
Sid
you're
Barrett
becoming...
one? Was Sid Barrett?
No, he was not.
Gone by then, right?
He was gone. You're in. When you're in.
Huh.
Does that mean when you're, in the portal?
When you're in.
Mudmen.
Could be.
Absolutely curtains.
Dude.
That's some titles right there. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some interesting titles.
My hatred for the music that I used to have has waned a bit as I've really started to appreciate like Live at Pompeii.
Are they winning you over?
Slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. Like now I can understand a little bit more.
The genius.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is,
really like even how reserved it can be at so times is the most genius part, because not only can they be a really powerful band that plays well, but then when they know the power of playing lightly, and it's very it's cinematic in a lot of aspects. So I get it.
Yeah. Salute to Pink Floyd.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, one of the greats. Yes. Cali Vibes is going down June 7th and 8th. Get ready to vibe with some of your favorite artists. Enter for a chance to win VIP passes, a meet and greet, backstage experience with Slightly Stupid, YG Marley, and Dr. Greenthumb. Hello. To enter, go to the link in the Cali Vibes Instagram page. Good luck. It's going to be good vibes.
Great.
Cali good vibes.
Hell yeah.
And we'll be playing on Sunday, I believe. Playing our Black Sunday album for all the folks out there, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome. Dope.
And BREALTV will be covering some of this stuff, so I don't think we're going live with any of this stuff, but we will be covering it, and you will see it represented.
Yeah, we're not doing the live thing this year.
Nah. It's too much.
Yeah, you're going live, Blaze.
Yep.
Yeah,
every
dude,
day. at
you're
Cali
gonna be the
Vibes.
host.
Put that fucking evil on me. So that's the question.
Yeah,
You're gonna be walking around asking questions to everybody.
Yeah, give me the mic. Let's
Why the fuck you here, huh?
Yeah.
Word.
Why are your
Yeah.
feet so dirty?
Good luck to all. Oh my
Dirty
god.
feet in that crowd.
Oh my god.
Hairy armpits.
Ooh.
Ow.
Tell me more.
Natural. All natural.
Yep.
Do you
My
like what you
deoderant is
see?
all natural. Yeah.
That's
That's why I
crazy.
smell this
You
way.
guys are
Oh my god. Hey, look, if you want to be blazing the hash holes that we do down here, go to caliblaze.net. We got fresh drops on Cali Blaze for new smalls. Oh, wait. Cali Blaze, 4 new small strains and 5 new exotics. We needed a little comma right here, but there wasn't. And deals site-wide on solventless hash, flour, and premium hash holes. Woo! All right. Hand-rolled hash holes for all you assholes. All right. CaliBlaze.net is where you find them. For a discount, use code BREALTV at checkout. And thank you, Rosa, for coming down and lacing us up with the Portos for my birthday.
Love you, Rosa.
Love you, Rosa.
Hell yeah.
And her husband came in to salute to my brother. They've been family a long time. And, they're always showing love. And I
Hell yeah, Rosa.
very much
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yes,
So
thank
salute to y'all for taking the time to come in.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Eitan ruined earlier. I was like, usually I give you one for the show.
Oh, well, here it is.
Another dozen for your birthday.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
There you go.
A nice fat stack.
I will take it.
You'll be high.
Birthdays.
That's not just one hash hole, several.
It doesn't.
Yeah. I am going to fire it up, Holmes. Speaking of firing it up, that Cheech and Chong documentary is out there right now.
How is it? Seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. I've seen trailers of it, but it's not like a movie. It's like a doc.
Oh,
Remember, E-Zone got butthurt about it because he went to see it.
Well, because he wanted it to be more like a movie, but it's like
come on, man.
that's a lot.
Story. Yeah.
So go enjoy that. But the one I really want to reference is one C- and I were talking about off air, which is the Pee Wee Herman documentary.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman as Paul Rubin.
Yeah.
That's
Right? Or
dope.
as what's the title of it again?
It's called Pee Wee as Himself.
As Himself. There you
Wild.
go.
Yeah.
It is a great documentary. It's hilarious, and some sad moments there too, because they put this guy through a lot of shit. But the dude was.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul Rubens. He was legend.
He was
legendary. Yeah.
He was pretty genius when you think about it, because he thought of all that shit. Really.
Yeah, dude. That was all like.
I mean, he had help putting it all together, but this was all
To be the host of it all is another universe of that position, man. He's just Paul Rubens amazing.
Well, he also called the shots from the art of the set.
Yeah, dude.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Like he was very much like it. Like
stage designer.
Well, he was
more than that.
He was the guy that like it was all from his mind, so he had his hands on a lot of it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He if he didn't like something, that shit got peeled out.
Yeah.
He was very, in control of what his world was to be.
Yeah.
And he did a great job, because that shit was crazy when you think about his run and what he was able to do in it. And then the reemergence of him coming out as other characters in movies and not the Pee Wee character.
Like Mystery Men or Blow.
Blow, like all those.
Yeah,
like even Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
That was probably the one that tripped everybody out. That he was in that.
Is that a movie or a show? I remember was that.
He was in the movie.
Movie.
Yeah.
That made me petrified of vampires, and I lived across the street from an old graveyard. And so I'm like in Canada. And so I would keep garlic and holy water by my bed.
For real? That's great.
I don't mean.
Side note.
There he goes.
Crazy, yeah.
Yes, this freaked me out. That guy.
I would imagine that a lot of people in the beginning, till they saw the credits, did not know that was
Paul Rubens.
That was Paul Rubens.
Wow.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also in What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
That's dope. Wow, Measy, that's dope.
Yeah. He's amazing in that.
Yeah, he was good, man. Rest in peace.
Dude, it showed it was a trip to see when he first went to art school, his three there's in the theater class that they were in, it was David Hasselhoff was a classmate of his.
What?
And Katie Seagal, who was Peg Bundy from Married with Children.
Dope. That's so dope, Measy. That's dope.
And Lawrence Fishburne as well worked with him early on.
Dude,
that is
great.
So dope.
It's really cool because you see it's
Cowboy Carl.
Yeah,
Cowboy Carl.
And you get to really see how he turned he got turned down from SNL, and that fired him up to fucking really be Pee Wee Herman, and it all started happening from that point.
Miss Yvonne, that was her name.
Miss Yvonne.
Miss Yvonne, that was that was a great show.
Yeah, it gets really.
And the movie was great too. He was great. The Big Adventure was great.
That's dope.
Yep. Francis stole his fucking bike.
Yes, remember?
His bike back.
What's crazy is that the star power that he had in his Rolodex, that he could call and just do something, and they would all show up for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's a great documentary. Y'all should check it out.
Yeah, because I brought up to you the thing about him getting caught jerking off, and you said no. So did they kind of slander him?
Not
happen.
They pretty much put all these jackets on him that didn't necessarily happen, but
because I was
you got to watch the documentary. I'm not gonna.
Are they trying to basically say that he might not?
I'm gonna tell you again to watch the documentary.
I love it. Good. No spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, we spoil everything.
We do spoil this, but this is fairly new, so I don't want to fuck it up for anybody who's not.
Got it.
What is on?
There's a couple things on there, but I don't want to say it because you'll.
Thank you, B. Thank you.
Yeah.
It becomes less interesting the more you know. But it is a very funny and insightful, and sometimes sad documentary.
Get to know the man,
Yeah,
and then
just invest in this time. You got it.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It also shows how how Cheech and Chong and how he hooked up, because first time I ever saw Pee Wee was on Cheech and Chong's next movie, which was the second movie they did after Up in Smoke.
Oh, okay.
Remember, like he had Cheech or Chong write a check out to Man, or he wrote a check out to Man or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, dude! So that was my first time ever seeing him.
Well, it also speaks to the development of the Pee Wee character, because he had characters before Pee Wee, and that's all I'm gonna say. And from here on, we want to thank everybody who's super chatted thus far. We're about to open up the doors to the insane asylum right now. If you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are here for it. So let's open it up.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, we got to give a big shout to the Godfather. He's up in the chat.
Salute, GF.
GF, what's up? What's
We're
good?
gonna be here Wednesday. Hopefully, coming with Trace. So hopefully we will see you Wednesday, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. Salute. Come on, ride with Trace.
You are missed.
He'll tell you he'll tell you some syrup stories. Oh man,
while drinking syrup.
10-second pours. He did a 10-second pour last tour. We went to a breakfast and we all ordered like a French toast or waffles or some shit, and boop, 1001, 1002, 1003, up to 1010.
Not even real.
Were you
Thank
guys
you.
in Canada?
Man.
Yeah, we were in Canada.
They probably didn't give
a couple
him
weeks,
bacon
week and a half, a week
That was
ago.
really
something like
probably
that.
good.
They better have given him real syrup, probably. 'Cause that's-
Talking to the mic, sir.
oh yeah, I'm for. Hopefully they gave him.
Oh yeah, come on.
Syrup. It's Canada.
It's all maple syrup down there. Yes, and they're not going to give him some wannabe shit.
Hell no. They got
Yeah,
rep.
no. We got all that crap here.
That is crazy.
No, but yeah, he's a syrup fanatic. Apparently, he went on his live with Bobo the other day and was drinking some of those things.
Wow.
That's so.
Right?
But he did something interesting that I heard about that I haven't tried yet, because I don't necessarily drink I don't drink regular coffee, and when I do, it's espressos, right? As all y'all know out there, I don't put sugar in my shit, but some people put maple syrup in their coffee instead of sugar.
Wow.
And I saw him do that, and I was like, fuck, I seen how many packs of sugar you put into your coffee. How much maple syrup did you fucking rock into that cup, boy? He'll rock 4 packs.
Oh, that's a lot.
Whoa.
It's
whoa.
lower
Thank you.
glycemic than sugar.
Than sugar.
So it's,
So it's
not
better.
Maple is. Like, as far as sugars go, it's one of the better ones, but it's still
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm going to try just like a drip.
Yeah.
Because I don't like anything too sugary. I just don't. Since I was a kid, I just didn't have. I like sweets, but not rich, like too sugary. My sister, one time, my older sister, Dolores, rest in peace, passed away some years ago. When they were like, most of my brothers and sisters were significantly older than me, right? So one day she bakes these fucking sugar cookies, and I had too many, and I got a rush. I got a fucking headache from it, and after that, I never wanted anything that sugary again. Like, I can't even look at a fucking sugar cookie without being traumatized by that shit.
Oh, so you got
Good to
trauma.
know.
Yeah,
Good to know. Thank you. Yes.
I got traumatized by my
Yo.
sister's sugar cookies, and
Yo.
thankfully that
right,
that happened, so that because I was not in need of sugar like that based off of that one experience.
Right,
it fucking stood with me for many years. Like, I was totally traumatized by that shit.
Look at B. I mean, I
Spun the fuck out.
I could hear it in your voice.
Like
man.
I was on drugs or something.
right. I've done that. I've done that on sugar. It's an intense feeling.
I'm still thinking about that maple in the coffee, if it's any good. Because
I've tried it. It's all
what's
right.
the weirdest thing you've had in coffee? Like seen people put
Butter.
How about
Butter, yeah, for the calorie thing, the
What's that
cholesterol.
called? Bulletproof.
Bulletproof. I've done that.
I was in fucking Oregon, and I'm sitting in this like breakfast spot, and they asked me, what do you want? I ordered their coffee. They're like, would you like bacon with that? I was like, with my breakfast, with the coffee. I was like, what do you mean? Would you like bacon with your coffee? I'm like, Yeah, I think I do because I love bacon.
Right.
Bro, they literally, the bacon was in the coffee. Like, you just stir it and leave it in there. It was delicious. I was like, you know what? Yeah. If you asked, I've never.
That
been-
seems crazy.
It was definitely, but it was actually fucking good.
Like the bacon fat or the actual
No,
bacon?
two sticks of bacon in my fucking coffee.
Why do you want wet bacon?
It was crunchy, and I ate it. I don't
Crunchy wet bacon. All right.
I guess you like
You just
ate it
stirred a bit?
quickly.
Yeah.
You stir it in there, get a little bit of
That's
the
what I
fat
did.
and the salt off, and go.
That's
like
what
a-
I did. I just stirred it.
Yeah,
and ate it.
like a cookie.
Yeah, I don't know
Word.
about. I don't know about fucking bacon.
Yeah, I didn't do it again at home. You know, I'm not making bacon in my
But
coffee.
I love bacon.
I haven't had anything crazy in my coffee like that though. You know what
No.
I mean, I can't sit
better
here and
thing.
think of anything except for maybe dropping like some sort of like, I don't know, like a whiskey or Bailey's
Okay.
or something.
Oh,
Irish
okay.
ending it up.
Right.
Well,
But that's
you ever
Irish
have
up
cafe
Oh, there it goes,
corretto
right
in Italy?
No,
There you go. Look, Bing.
oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
It looks
Yeah,
like
they-
two
Just like that.
two legs.
Literally, just like that.
Just
I was
stirring
like,
your
yeah,
coffee. Imagine.
Yeah, I love bacon, so I was like,
Yo, can you imagine if someone gave you your coffee like that?
Oh my
He
God.
said he had it.
I don't have to.
I
I
imagine
mean, you have to
that.
ask for it like that though.
No, they asked me,
Yeah.
would you like
Yeah.
bacon with that? I'm like,
Oh well,
"Yes."
okay,
You
that's
didn't
very
know,
cool.
and it just showed up like that.
I swear, like I was like, yeah.
I bet you if you went to a regular spot and said, "Hey, can I get two strips of bacon in my coffee?
Put it in the coffee.
Extra
Yeah.
crispy, please."
Like you do that yourself.
In Italy, cafe corretto, it's with a shot of grappa.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And that's like,
Liqueur?
yeah, it's
I
a distilled
Yep.
distilled
I
wine.
don't drink alcohol, so I can't have that one. Yeah.
Well, don't ever ask for it then.
Yeah.
If anyone
Don't
offers
do it.
you that, then don't take it.
Don't take
Noted.
the grappa.
Noted.
No. Yeah, don't do it. All right, next.
101's asking anybody at the table like any Middle Eastern food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like what's your
Totally.
favorite dishes?
I can't call them. I don't need it frequent enough to know what some of that shit's called.
Yeah, I
But-
barely know my name right now.
I should know this. I had some the other night. Like, what would be considered Middle Eastern food? Why can't I think? Let's Google it.
Would it be
What?
like
You want to
I
just
see
name
like
at least
kebabs and hummus?
Yeah,
Kebab,
hummus.
Oh yeah.
Grape leaves wrapped the rice.
Hummus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No. There's that. It's like a specific rice wrapped in grape leaf or something like
Yeah.
that. I can't remember
The
what
garlic
it's called.
rice. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of good stuff, man. The hummus.
Yeah, the hummus is great.
Yeah, the hummus is amazing.
Yeah. All right.
All right, big shout to Twacklack, the Liars, the Inner Realms, Sarah. Big shout to you guys. They're wishing Be Real a happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Much love to y'all.
We got Junior in here saying, happy birthday, Be Real. Thank you for the show and for the laughs. We appreciate you for always being the realest OG and much love.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We got Senor Smoker saying, yo, guys, I got Vanessa's awesome Stony book. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Awesome.
Yay! Thank you.
Put it to use.
Yeah.
Senor Smoker.
We got Fernando in here saying, happy birthday, B, and many more. Much love all the way from Tahoe from Sarah and Fernando.
Salute. Thank you guys for being here with us. Much love to y'all.
RS70 saying, B's born day today, 55. He's saying 1970 people, check in.
Yep.
What up?
All checked in.
Midget Mike in here saying, hi vibes, green skies, happy G-Day to Be Real. And Marbell saying, I'll jack Colton's catalytic converter and sell it to the homies on East Caldwell.
Wow.
Oh, dog.
Damn, that's tight.
At least he's being honest.
At least he's being.
What should I do if I catch Marbell Jack in my catalytic converter?
Get a gun.
I don't know. I don't. Whoa, please.
No one deserves to
Hey,
die.
You see Marbella, break him in half. Don't say get a gun, shoot him for sure.
No.
He
Definitely
wasn't
shoot
going to
him.
shoot him. He was just going to stick it in his mouth.
just
That's
take
Whoa.
Stop it.
Pause.
Damn.
Damn.
Video.
Doobie.
Scare him away. I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, after you shoot him.
Yeah, you shoot him, you're going to jail for a catalytic converter.
Totally.
Does that seem like it would fulfill you?
Exactly.
After
Yep.
you
Thank
shoot him. That's
Then you go to the cops.
Come on.
He might be dead, but you're in prison for the rest of your life.
fucking.
Does the equation
No.
working out there?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd rather give up my catalytic
drop
converter.
Yeah, give him the fucking catalytic converter. Hey, if you could scare the shit out of them and make them shit their pants
Yeah.
on the way out, great.
Yeah, I got you.
But to murk them for that, that's just nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
what if
just-
they have a gun and then it's a gunfight and you don't want to be in that? So it's just a car.
Oh, if they have a gun, that's great. Now I can shoot them.
The thing is,
Yeah,
though,
but you better be shooting straight.
yeah, that's it. You
'Cause
always
if
got to
you
worry
kill
about
someone else that was just a bystander, you're fucked twice.
Yeah.
or a
that part.
bullet goes through a window and hits
Yeah.
someone, or
It's a baby, whatever. Let's.
Any of that. It's not good math.
No.
Let's just say that.
my neighbor during the pandemic, she got her catalytic converter stolen on her Prius, but
Whoa.
she turned it into insurance, but they were so backed up on trying to get catalytic converters for Priuses in the area. It was like a 2 or 3 year waiting period. So she had,
That's how many that have been stolen.
so she had to get a brand new. She just had to get a brand new car. She was like she couldn't get a
No,
car.
she did the
Yeah.
right thing. She did the right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did the right
She's
thing.
like, I can't wait
for
2-3
her.
years.
Yeah, you can. How you gonna wait 2-3 years for a fucking catalytic converter?
Bro,
Might as
come
well
on,
just
you need
fucking.
you in LA. You need your ride.
Buy it
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
have someone put it on.
But that's how crazy it is. That's how much these things have been fucking stolen in the last. I don't know, how many years did it start where they started popping those things out? Like 5,
Been a
6
while.
years
It's been
ago.
about 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah,
I
think
just-
about how many, because they just
Maybe
saw them right the fuck out real quick.
They've been
Since
stealing
I
them
lived
forever.
there.
That's
Yeah.
always been big
That-
money, man.
There's been
Yeah,
a
because of
Prius.
some
Copper.
precious.
Exactly right, yeah.
There's a
The
precious
Pri-
metal in
I
it.
think it's
the
copper.
Prius.
I think that's what's because that's an expensive metal. But yeah, I believe it's copper. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I remember them saying there is a precious metal. I'm not sure which one it is, but like, I mean, fuck, it
Molten.
probably is copper. Oh, it's platinum
Look at that.
and rhodium.
Rhodium.
And palladium.
What does that mean?
It means it's worth money.
It's made out of expensive metals.
Platinum.
Rhodium is what you make.
You know,
like
I don't
gold.
know why the state ain't charging some of the people that take these stolen catalytic converters and
Yeah.
melting them down like that, like some of the scrap shops, because they're the ones taking them and then fucking.
Yeah, if no one was buying them, you wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to steal them if they
It's
weren't
like,
able to
yeah.
sell them. It's true. And rhodium is what they make white gold from. You know, that's what they put in. It's
Oh,
just
word?
Like, yeah. There's no such thing as white gold. Yeah.
It's probably like a hard ring to get into, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm sure there's not like a main boss for the catalytic converter stealers. It's like independent little groups that are
Right.
like
Yeah.
they each teach each other the trick and you move on with your crew and
Yep.
it's not so organized and unified. So to like get into that is probably very difficult.
Oh yeah.
if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
you know, shit. These motherfuckers are doing it.
Yep.
Like every night, someone's shit's getting popped off.
Bro, yes. Wow, they're wild with it.
A few times.
Yep.
They're brazen. I
Yeah.
mean, it's every day. It seems like it's crazy how they get more crazy with
Got to
it.
shoot a few of them, you know.
Okay.
Please, man.
You're
I
obsessed.
was just kidding, man. Jeez,
Young guns.
please. Ah.
All right.
Franco
Next
saying,
one.
so glad we were able to get to Montreal, Toronto, and Bala. The set list mix up per concert was fire.
Oh, you saw that. All right.
Hey.
Awesome. Well, you know, because we were changing up our set like per night. We weren't doing the same thing every night. We decided we're not going to do the same thing twice. We're going to flip things. And apparently he got to see 2 of those shows and saw that we did the flips.
That's cool.
Word up. Salute.
No.
Kyra saying, happy birthday, blessings be. Salute to the table. Vanessa, any special treats?
Yes, I brought my chocolate Chips Ahoy cookies.
Mm.
There's a lot of chocolate chips in them. And I brought some cookies and cream.
We need to show those, but, you know,
Okay.
Aton's holding out over there.
It's okay.
Probably taking pictures of them.
Bring us some cookies.
He's eating all the portals.
Oh, he's afraid of those. Yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
eating all the Portos and
He's
staying away
eating
from the cookies.
Portos.
Staying away from the cupcakes and even though they're only 5 milligrams, that's
I
way
keep them
too
light.
much for him.
Yeah.
Some light.
Well, it was the
Rosin.
time he mixed up the cookies before, right? He mixed them up and then he ate them, and that's why he's.
Well,
all
he didn't
weird.
mix them up. E-Zone mixed them up on purpose.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And those were very highly dosed cookies.
they were.
And E-Zone got his laugh on. And E-Zone, Aton got his, roller coaster ride on.
Yeah, he sure did.
So he's traumatized, if you will.
Did you see that clip that's floating around? I don't know if you've seen the show, but Seth Rogen and what's his name's brother, James Franco's brother, and about the mushrooms. They were at like the buffet. He was like, I told you it was an old school Hollywood buffet. Long story short, the guy asked the girl, she was like, oh, you gave in with the mushrooms. She was like, what mushrooms? And she was like, oh, they're just the microdose. He was like, yeah, it's 2/8 of a gram. He was like, 2/8 of a gram? That's not even a thing. He was like, it's an eighth in each one or whatever. Long story short, just watch it. It's something like that. It's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
It's a skit of someone getting dosed, and it's
Not knowing that they
not
were
knowing, and it's
They're about to go through it. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
21 grams. Yeah.
Sounds like a afternoon with Bobo. All right. What else you got?
Did that ever happen to any of you guys back in the day?
Yeah.
Accidentally get dosed?
No.
Not accidentally. We just didn't know how strong we were making.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would dose
I put too
ourselves.
much
No
fat.
idea. Yeah. Put way too much in it. You didn't. You didn't dose. You just didn't realize. Wow, we just took so much. Now, when you're actually dosing it, you think back to what you'd put into it.
You pretty much dosed yourself back then. I know we did. Shit.
Definitely did.
I learned quickly though.
Yeah,
I was
same.
like, okay, that was too much.
No, she didn't. Okay.
Right? You're like,
know
yeah,
what-
I'm good.
Yeah, the walls were melting. I was like, that was way too much.
Yeah.
So I just put a lot less, and then figuring out decarboxylation, like having to heat it to activate it, that was
Right
a
on.
whole
That's-
other thing.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a time when all of that information was online yet.
You just
So-
put it in your food and just cook it. And
I didn't
whatever you
know.
did.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, now there's so much information that
much.
you know.
Yeah.
You know, people can just look for it, find it, utilize it, and figure out your first dosage if it's your first time, or if you're trying to push the limits just a little bit.
Start low. Start low.
Yeah, start low. Very much
Wait.
start low. Shit.
And wait, because it takes a little bit longer.
That's where people fuck themselves, though. They
What do you think?
They don't have
Hours they
patience. Hold on.
It depends on your
Oh,
metabolism.
thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, people got to have patience. We say this shit all the time. Whether you're eating an edible or anything else, wait.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take time to process through your system. And it's the same thing with mushrooms. Got to hold up.
How long do you think for weed you should wait?
I don't know. It's
3
it's
hours
hard to
at
gauge
least,
that.
right?
Like you had probably more experience than any of us here in terms of that. Could you can you gauge when it's going to come on?
I think you got to definitely allow for how much food is in your stomach.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
I think the most
1000%.
important thing about how long it takes to me is how much food's in my stomach. Like
Right.
when I eat it in the morning on an empty stomach, it is completely different than me eating it at 6 o'clock at night after I've been eating all day. In the morning, it'll affect me way harder.
Because you
and
got
it'll
less
affect-
in your stomach,
You'll
right?
feel
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah, I'll feel it
Yeah.
quicker and it'll hit me harder.
Huh.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely got to measure that, like how much you've eaten, already.
Fuck, yeah, it could just out of nowhere, like you forget about it, and it's like 4 hours later, all of a
You
sudden.
wake up in the middle
you're
of the
high
night.
as
You're like,
fuck. Yep, you're like, holy
Yeah, if you smash, if you hit it too late,
Yep.
you will
I'm
wake
really
up.
high.
Oh man, yeah.
I need to eat something not with weed in it.
Word.
Hey, have you ate one of those and went to a food court and then it kicked in and then you got so high, you got so paranoid, you just looked around you and you were just like, shit, I can't get up. And
Not that situation,
Not at
but,
food court.
but
Can't
I've been in those
all right,
situations.
I'm sorry. All right, then I don't know. Just somebody told me it's like that. Yeah.
Never a
Yeah.
food court.
Not in a food court.
I'm
Utah
just
Hawk's
saying.
asking, don't the edibles need food though for the THC to
Fat
work?
is good for it, meaning like when you say for it to work, no, things are just better. I mean, like fats and oils and things, they help as a carrier. So yeah, they definitely help. Like oils, that's why you see people use like butters at things and oils and fats.
Yep.
Those things, right? Am I right? They're
Yeah,
good for
just like
binding
when
and-
you're making hash, right? You're washing off the trichomes. So you're just using things that you eat to wash it off. We're using and people are always like, "Oh, just use a concentrate." It's like totally. If you have access to concentrates, that is what manufacturers do. That's what professional edible makers do because you can control your dose so much easier. You're taking out this step of having to wash off the trichomes. That's what they already did it for you. Thank you so much, artisans,
Thank you.
And then, but not everyone has access to that. So it's good to know how to do it starting from flower and know that it doesn't take as long as everything on Google tells you, which like, people with my book will be like, oh, you can find this on Google if you just look. I'm like, it's not there. People haven't done the lab tests on washing flour with butter and milk and
Right.
home kitchen ingredients. Why would they? It's specifically for this cookbook. So yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Bottom line, if you want it to hit you fast, empty stomach. If you want it to hit you gradually, eat beforehand.
Yep.
Yes.
Have
All
a
right.
little something in your belly.
A little
little bit.
All right.
Rose and Ricky saying happy birthday to the big bro B. Here's the blessings and great adventures in chapter 55.
Hey.
Chill.
Double nickel.
Fever.
Fernando saying the table has to sing happy birthday to be real live on the
Oh,
air.
no.
Come on.
No, we don't got to do
Callie
that.
Blaze, you can start it.
Fuck you.
Happy
Me.
Should we do it?
No, you don't got to do that.
Did we try
Trust.
Sing.
If,
Start us off.
if we had a clip of a choir singing it, I'd accept that. But it's all good. All right.
Browsy saying happy birthday, be real. Hope you like the brownies. Nothing like Vanessa's, but that's the plan in the future.
All right.
Wow.
Salute.
Candy is saying Mexican food in Maryland is the worst.
Sorry.
Chinese food in California is terrible.
Well,
Sorry.
not everywhere.
Terrible.
Not everywhere.
All we've ever known.
That's in your opinion. You haven't gone to the
Compared
right
to New York,
places.
it's terrible.
Like your opinion, man.
That's your opinion. You can't say that as fact.
It's hard.
Just
Well,
like
go to
in
the-
New York, there are some great Chinese restaurants there, but there are some here too. You just haven't got to them.
That's the problem, man.
There you go, bud.
I mean, look, just because it's got the biggest name, don't make it the best, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people talk about Mr. Chow's and places like that, but there's
That's not
other.
real.
Have you not been to San Gabriel Valley ever?
No.
Yeah, see,
Oh.
and you
Put me
and,
on.
and
Like,
you
those places
well
rock.
he
Yeah, those
well
places
you
rock.
well look
say that,
you live
Ted,
on the way
okay?
down there.
No, those places rock. Yeah, I mean, just
Yeah.
You live on the way to San Gabriel, so like if you wanted to, there's
I
plenty
do
of
want to. I'd love
yeah, there's plenty of spots.
I
down
love
there.
Chinese food. That's why I really do.
It's just not in the place. That the good spots aren't in the places you think they would be. Unfortunately,
Go a little Tokyo, man. There's like.
I've been there. That's Japanese, but yeah, cool.
Oh yeah.
that is Japanese.
There's that part that's right there by.
So you can go to
Grand Star.
Chinatown. Maybe go into the Chinatown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go to Chinatown.
Yeah.
No, but there's plenty of little hole in the wall spots that are fucking bomb out here. It's just you got to go out of your way for them.
I'll give you a list. I'll tell you some places. You tell me what you like to eat, and I'll tell you where you can go in LA. LA has excellent.
I love Szechuan a lot.
I'll tell you
Oh,
who knows
Szechuan
some
food,
good LA
yes.
LA Chinese spots is fucking DJ Lord.
Oh, good.
Oh,
yeah.
word
Yeah,
up. Lord.
yes, he knows. He likes
Yeah,
Lord
because
would know.
Atlanta got some damn good Chinese food too. So.
he likes the duck.
Oh, bro, Peking duck. Ooh,
just-
good
Oh,
Lord.
yeah,
So
there's really good duck in
Crispy
LA.
duck.
So
Really
gamey, dude.
Crispy.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, have you ever heard of Jonathan Gold?
I have not.
He was a legendary food critic from Los Angeles, like award-winning, R.I.P. Jonathan Gold. But that was his specialty, was all of Los Angeles's Chinese food and Korean food, and LA is just like has incredible food culture. So you just have to know where to look.
Right.
It's not we're spread out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it is spread
So
out.
you
that's
have,
for sure.
if you know, you know, and you just have to know the people who know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of gems in the valley and a lot of gems in Los Angeles itself that a lot of people that are just overlooked.
And around Los Angeles, excellent like Japanese food, and if you know where to go, you can find like little pockets for good Indian food, and then there's the Thai food in LA. Oh my God!
Oh wow,
Thai food's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
The difference is in New York is the average shithole is delicious.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
literally.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
No, that
Average
ain't wrong.
shitty looking Chinese
That's
food
true.
is fire. So that's the difference. Like, yeah, I'm sure we can get good stuff here, but I've had a lot of misses. You know.
Yeah, no, I
need
hear
the
you.
good
That
stuff.
it happens like that, unfortunately.
It does. It
All right.
does, yeah.
Jail Beats is saying cheers all the way from Argentina. Happy birthday to a living legend.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get back out there pretty soon. Much love.
Tony is saying sometimes the remix is better than the original.
Once in a while.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
sometimes,
happens.
Yep.
Agreed.
Once in a while that happens.
Yeah.
But remixing is not what we're talking about.
No. No.
Flipping.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes though.
It's like okay, it's like let's just say you're going to hear someone an artist of your choice, whatever, one of your favorite artists, and they do your favorite song, but the artist changes the cadence of how he delivers that song, he or she, however they deliver it, maybe they change the cadence, and you're like, why did they do that?
Yeah.
Those are the little things right there when someone gets too bored of doing their song in the original form that they want to add a little nuance to it that is maybe a little too much nuance.
Yeah.
And it takes away from the original so much that the original composition that people loved you for, you have now changed it to a degree that they know they don't recognize it as the same. It takes a few bars to like, oh, that's that song. Why did they play it like that? Why did he do it like that?
I feel like if you do a performance like on a television show and you want to take that kind of creative, liberty and just have fun with it in that way, maybe that's okay. Like I've seen Lady Gaga do that where she's done different interpretations of like Poker Face and stuff. Where I feel like that's super cool. But I feel like at a big concert where all of your fans are paying a ton to go there and they're taking their day to go and see you and they've been like singing that song in a certain way and you go because you want to sing with everybody and then the artist is like just in their own.
I've seen certain artists do that with their songs and they like always trip me out because it threw me off as a fan of that artist when I've seen them do that or change the music in such a way that it doesn't complement the original song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If it complements it, great. If it doesn't and you don't recognize that and your fans do, you're in trouble because you don't get the reaction that you're looking for as the artist playing the song to the people. You know what I mean? Let's just say you do a song in its original form and it's got people fucking jumping up and down. It's because this is the song they know and they love. And let's just say you come back and you do that song the very next year to that same audience and you play some sort of unfamiliar remix to them because you got bored of playing this song or that you played that song for them last year. Oh, I need to flip it. I need to make it a little different. And you flip it. If that flip ain't it, you're not going to see the reaction in that song, and they're just going to be there like, okay, why'd they do that? I still love you, and I appreciate that, but I would have rather have heard
the original.
What do you do in that moment? Do you like?
You got to write it out.
Oh man,
commit.
You can't start over.
Nope.
You can't. Hold up.
Let
you know what they weren't feeling. We got to play the original. No, you play yourself in that moment.
No, you gotta follow through.
Yeah, unless you make it a routine that but that's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Why play something that you're not going to get a reaction, and then okay, let me fix it by playing the one that's going to give them the reaction.
Yeah.
Like you play certain things they just don't meet up to the standard of the original. But sometimes, it's very rare, the remix might just be better than the original. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes the remix is. It brings it back to life. But this was not the topic. The topic is playing the song in a slightly original form, but some artists adding things because they're too bored to play it in its original form, especially if a song is over 30, 40 years. So a lot of artists do that. I like it when the artists are disciplined enough to not be bored and say, this is the song people love. I'm going to play it in that form.
The way they want it.
I appreciate that a lot. It's most especially with a band, because that's when it could get real fucking hokey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I've seen it. It's an ugly thing. All right, next.
Mad Ways is saying happy born day B from Bluebeard. We got Rock Pothead in here saying Feliz Cumpleaños to the freaker of the funk, Be Real.
Gracias. Did he say cumpli?
Yes, he did.
Cumpleaños.
Yes, he did.
Cumpleaños.
Anios.
Cumpleaños.
You tell me the
It's
Neos.
cumple.
Cumple
Años.
años.
All right, that was better.
Cumpleaños.
All right, there you go. All right.
Nick Glitch is saying happy birthday, Be Real. And Melvin is saying, Vanessa, you're awesome. Learned a lot about cooking with cannabis from your posts and videos. Much love.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Aztec, and you're saying, yo, the actor who voiced Redcorn in King of the Hill, the animated show, was shot over the weekend. Saying, what the hell?
That sucks.
Maybe he was stealing a catalytic converter.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
I can appreciate the way you worked that in. That was pretty good.
Shot by a neighbor. They said it was he
Yeah,
faded?
it says fatally shot. He's dead.
Yeah,
That's
he died.
terrible.
Man,
That's what guns do.
I know. That's
That's
why
what
you shoot him.
people, no, that's what guns
Terrible.
do.
Poor guy. I wonder what happened. This is my neighbor. Maybe drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just, some neighbors just, bro, that is the worst. You got
SA
bad
ain't the
neighbors.
same.
Math, either,
that you got to deal with daily. Oh, man, that is some shit.
That's a bummer.
Be blessed
man.
when you have good neighbors. 'Cause
Well,
you
that
can have
sucks.
fucking
Either
nightmare.
one.
All right.
Let's see here where my at. We got a sub in here saying Feliz Cumpleaños. Be Real. There we go.
We just showed him how to say it, and he said it exactly the way he said it
Wait, say
before.
it again for him. Say it
Yeah,
again
it's
for
all
him.
right. Short-term memory, huh? Right.
Yeah, like a goldfish.
All right. Right on.
Credo in here saying Be Real should have been higher on that complex list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see all the lists that are coming out now?
Oh yeah.
Trash.
How about we make a list of the top 10 shittiest list makers of all
Yeah.
time?
There you
Why
go.
don't we do
You know what
that?
I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
make a top 10 list of all the wackest list makers of all time.
A list of the worst lists.
Yeah. No, a list of the worst list makers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you want to drive people crazy, you make these crazy ass lists.
Yeah.
Because people are going to just always be like, well, why are they there? How come so-and-so's not there?
Oh,
why
man.
is such
Who's
and
number
such
one?
above this? Why is such and such above this artist?
Yeah.
And then the other thing about this particular list, and there's no disrespect to some of the artists, that there's a couple of artists that are not from LA that are on the list of top 10 LA greatest rappers.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Don't say
I'm
it.
not,
Nah,
and that's no disrespect to them. That's like the fact that Complex did not do their diligence on every rapper that they deemed as an LA rapper.
And I like the way you said that. You got to give it that consideration, that due consideration that it deserves. You can't just make a list just because you're just trying to impress your coworkers. You got to make that, yeah, that's all. I'm just saying.
No, I don't
It's the
believe.
entire premise of the list. If you're just going to make a list, then make a list. But if you're going to say they're from Los Angeles, then make sure that's
Pac, they didn't have him on that
Here's
list.
Well, he's not from Los
right,
Angeles.
that's what I'm
though.
saying.
Yeah,
So
but that's
they
yeah.
shouldn't. Yeah.
People ask that question, like, why wasn't Tupac on this list? Well, because Tupac was not from LA.
Right.
Yeah.
He was from California, but
Yeah.
the list is not greatest California rappers. It's greatest
LA.
LA rappers.
Right.
50 of the greatest LA rappers.
Right.
And a couple of them weren't LA rappers.
Yep.
They spent time here and all that, but they never, took up residence here, and or any of that. So it's like that's why some people were bummed. Like, well, how do you got these two people on the list? They're not from LA when you could have put so and so and so and so up here. And why are these three people here? They don't even belong here. And the list goes on in terms of discrepancy. Me, I don't give two shits about lists because I mean, it's somebody's opinion up there.
I think
whoever makes it.
I think it's the because they're magazines, specialty hip hop magazines, and they have their specialties like the technology or like the music version or it's news in general. It's all based on the popularity, and I think that's what it is. It's based mostly on popularity, not so much who's the best or who's the greatest or who's good for that time.
I don't know what their criteria was for the list.
Okay.
But they made it and people reacted over it.
Okay.
Now people are making their own lists all over the place.
disagree. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say the game he's been talking about. He made his own list.
Yeah, he was lower on the complex list, and he made his list and put himself up.
He put
at number 5.
Dr. Dre 8.
He put himself over Corrupt, though. That's where I was like, all right, homie.
Well, here's the thing, right? And you could tell me if I'm right or wrong on this. If you're making the list, you got to exclude yourself.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you
But
can't.
no, he gets.
100%. It's biased.
You can't
Like,
put,
so if I'm making the list of who I think is top 10, 50 rappers, I got to exclude myself
What
because
did
this
you
is
put
my
himself?
opinion on, huh?
What do you put himself? 5? That's like I can't put myself 1.
Number 5.
you out of your rabbit mind with that list, man. You
No, I mean, look, he put a bunch of good people up here. This is no, it's not a bad list at all.
No.
But again, when you make a list, it's kind of, I mean, I don't know if you put yourself on it. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't put myself on a list.
I get it.
you out of your
People will
mind.
be like, "How come you didn't put yourself on the list?" Well, because I made the list. Where am I going to place myself? If I'm going to put myself on the list, I'll put myself at 50, and then people are going to be like, "Well, why'd you put yourself at 50?"
Yeah, that's yeah.
Man, I'm gonna
Right.
leave it alone, man. There
Damned
you
if
go,
you do,
B.
damned if you don't.
Damned if you just so. I'd rather just make the list and say these are the people I think.
Yeah.
Are the best.
Excluding myself from this list. If I'm on your list, awesome. But
What do you do, man? What do you do?
But he really put himself at number 5, though. Like that was the best.
Hey, but you can't be mad because that's what's expected of a person who does their own list, though.
He said he's a better
Right.
rapper than Eminem.
it's subjective. But but if you're trying to be humble about it, you don't put yourself on the list.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, I don't need to put myself on the fucking list. People can do that for me and say where they think I should be. I cannot tell you where I think I should be.
Right.
Because if I tell you where I think I should be, then you're going to be like, well, why do you think you should be there?
Yeah.
When there's so and so or so and so or so and so.
Didn't you always think you should be number 1?
I was gonna say the same.
Well, see,
should.
that's
You
that's
should.
that's
Another way-
that's it.
You should.
That's
feel that
it.
way.
But see, that's my whole thing, right? Like all of us as rappers, and this is true for anybody. None of us thinks we're second to anyone.
But we'll battle.
So
any of these dudes in a
if I'm gonna
second,
put
though.
myself on the list, I have to put myself as number 1.
Oh no.
Word. Thank you.
Really?
And then people
Thank
will
you,
start
B.
saying, "Oh, he's a Gemini." These motherfuckers think they're number 1 off
That's
top.
the God talking. Yeah.
And sometimes we do.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those. I
Nah.
could just say that, yes, I strive to be one of the best, but I'm not going to call myself that, and I'm not going to put myself at number 1. I'm going to tell you who I think the 50 best are if I'm going to make a list. But guess what? I'm not making no fucking list.
Nah, B.
It ain't for me to make the list to tell you. You already know who you think are
Right.
the best. I don't have to lead you to that water. Know what I'm saying? That's done deal, baby.
True.
Next one.
All right, next in here is we got Noob Survivor saying, "Be real. What's your favorite Cypress Hill track?"
Oh, you motherfucker.
You know that one.
Dare you?
Which one?
How dare?
Which
The one, you know.
How dare you?
I can't.
That's hard, man. Why you gonna ask me some shit like that?
And it doesn't exist. You don't have one.
Yeah, I don't have one
Like,
favorite.
or like, what's your favorite
hate
thing
that.
to cook? Or what's your
No such
favorite thing? What's your favorite strain? And I'm like, I like them all. Like,
Yeah.
What's your favorite
choose?
song to perform?
Word.
That's different.
I don't know what my favorite song to perform is.
I'll ask.
That's a hard ask. I've
I've
done
been
so
there.
many songs. I don't know. Lick a Shot is fucking dope, though. I'll say. That. All right.
All right, let's see here. Scott Green saying, "Happy birthday to 1970 Gemini from a 1972 Gemini."
Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all the Geminis in the month of, ending of May and into June.
And that seems to be it so far.
Salute. We thank you for your super chats. If more come as we go, we'll take them and all that. Now we're about to get into submissions. And salute to everybody who didn't pop a super chat off and was giving me birthday love. Much love to all y'all in the asylum.
What?
Submissions, 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 submissions.
All right, GLA Rain up in the Insane. She made some, what'd she say here? Some cream cheese pasta she's cooking.
Okay.
Wow.
You guys pasta fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
Bring
great.
Tony.
Sometimes.
That's with like fresh basil.
Oh, right.
Looks like some red chili flakes. What kind of pasta? Cream cheese?
Yeah, she's just saying cream cheese pasta.
Interesting.
Magnificent.
Very like American, obviously Italian American. In Italy, they call it Philadelphia.
All right.
They call cream cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very common.
Oh, that's why that brand is Philadelphia cream cheese then, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a big
No.
brand, isn't it?
No,
I
that's
think the
not
brand
why they
is.
call it.
That's why they call it
Oh, okay.
Philadelphia, is
No,
because
but-
of the brand.
Because of the
It's kind
brand?
of like Kleenex, where the brand takes over the category.
Yeah, they don't call it tissues necessarily.
Or
Yeah, let me get a Kleenex, even if it's not a Kleenex box.
It's still
Right.
Kleenex, yeah.
Gonzo saying made a green chili cheeseburger, got some fries from the Owl Bar in San Antonio, New Mexico.
Wow, New Mexico green chili. Damn.
Looks amazing.
That looks
Sign
good.
me up.
That looks good. Yeah, with some fries.
Oh, look at the
Yes.
Green chili fries, huh?
Wow.
That's interesting.
fries. Look like good fries too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That is
It's
interesting.
like, leave me alone after that.
Yeah.
It's the hot stopper murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't eat that.
That's a little too much. That's like Mello's onions, right? That's a little obsessive.
It looks
Right?
great.
It's a lot.
That's
I'll have
lot,
like a
bro.
few fries, but like
Yeah,
That's not as bad as the burger. I mean, you could scatter that out once you dig into the fucking fries, but like, yeah, the bottom of the burger was like, whoa.
Like fried nachos.
yeah, that was
Something
like
like that, yeah.
look how intense it was.
I would try it, but it's
Oh, I would eat that for sure.
yeah.
That's
That's good.
not the whole thing, but I'll give it.
I wouldn't eat the whole thing. Yeah, that would probably, yeah.
You would eat the whole thing.
I wish
Okay.
they would
Fucking
do
lie.
like a little portion. I wish
Right.
that was like a little thing. You know, a thing we did here
Like half these.
country is just, can I just have I want that. I want it all slutty like that. Just give me it all saucy and cheesy and
Yeah, that's
all
good.
of it.
I would try
But-
that.
Like a quarter of it.
But it's smaller, so it's not this huge, you know.
Doesn't
Yeah,
look so
it's not
blue,
a
blue
fucking
plate
task.
special.
Yo, that
task for, yeah, exactly. And then all the blood goes from your brain, and you're just sitting there, and you're just like,
Get the itis real quick.
Itis.
Start
Getting ready
fucking
for the-
falling asleep.
Oh, man.
it's our plate size. You know, so many people talk about, you know, you go here, if you eat, you don't get fat. Watch how much they give you when you go there. You don't eat like a slob. Like, you get normal portions. So it's like you'll eat, and they serve you usually in courses. So if you're eating little bits at a time, you get full faster. Not faster, full, because they're slowing your meal down, and you're like chewing it slower. So you're just consuming less food. Here, it's like they give you a plate of some shit. It's like, damn, and you want to finish it, and you finished it.
Okay.
You feel sick. You're like, why did I do that? Like,
I want
Yeah.
all the things.
Your eyes look. You know, your eyes are
bigger.
Bigger than-
deceiving. You know what I mean? Because you want that whole thing, and you're in your mind. You say, I could take that down, and you shouldn't.
No.
No.
So it's like having that discipline enough to like get out of that plate before it's, you know, you go too far.
Well,
And we don't like, too many don't have that discipline.
I had a friend who asked for that extra green chili in his burrito, and we were in a line waiting to get into this club, and he just couldn't. He just looked at us like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be able to make it." And I'm like, "What do you mean, not make it into the club?" He's like, "Not tonight, man. I'm like, all right, man. We'll see you later, man. We'll see you later this week or whatever." But he was like, yeah, his eyes were just bloodshot, man, from the chili, and I guess he had an allergic reaction or something to it. So
That sucks.
yeah, we didn't get in the club.
That's sad.
Yeah.
They're
That's
really
not a good
delicious.
ending.
Like New
Shit
Mexico's
himself.
No,
for
because
them, but-
you'd be dancing on the dance floor and
Shit himself.
blowout.
whoa,
No,
bro.
yeah, you don't want that kind of cramp when that feeling comes in. You're like,
Whoa.
where's the toilet?
Whoa.
Let it go.
Blowout City.
Oh, man.
Right? But the coursed meals, like the prefix where they bring you out a bunch of plates, honestly, It's too much for me. I get sick after it sometimes
You're
because
talking
it's,
about like these 12 to 14.
yeah,
That's
it's ridiculous.
I'm just talking about like appetizer.
Oh, like
then-
Italian
yeah,
style.
just
Italian
not
style.
that crazy.
But even then, I
coarse shit.
sweat a little bit because if
Yeah.
you don't eat, like if you go to a traditional Italian house and it's usually lunchtime that they have a big meal. It's not, well, dinner you eat too, but it's more like pizza. Let's all get our own individual pizzas. But for lunch, you start and you have antipasti, and that's all your little kind of, small bites to get your appetite opened. And then you go to primo, which is usually a soup or a pasta, something light. You're building up steam, and then you go to secondo, which is your meat, and like a more heavier, like a heavier dish. And then you have fruit and cheese, and then you have dessert, and that's it.
Wow. And that's it.
But then you
The
take
whole day?
and then you take a long nap.
Okay.
Or a long walk.
Well, I mean, I would, and then everyone takes a nap because everything closes. Everyone
siesta?
goes home to their mom's house, right on. Or like their old, like whatever relative.
It's like
or
a
whoever,
siesta.
Family.
Their sanctuary, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you cook and you have lunch together and take a nap, and then everything opens up in the evening.
Oh, that's dope.
And you have a later dinner, and there's aperitivo, which is in the afternoon. At that point, like people go and get a spritz and little sandwiches and tarali and things like that, drinks and coffee espresso, and that's what you're gonna do. I'm so jealous. Did I tell you?
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
On his vacation, did he?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
going
I
to
was
the
like, yeah, I
south
didn't
of
know what we
Italy.
talked. I can't wait
You're
either.
going to the south of Italy. You're going to go and do all of that. You're going to get to have all of those things. And when you get a pizza in Italy, it's not like, oh, everyone get a slice.
It's
They
your
give
own,
you your own pizza.
And it's a normal size, though. It's
Yeah.
like this big, and it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Not
It's
American
appropriate.
size.
It's not that.
It's not
no.
that.
Not like that.
That shit is ridiculous.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
Bolton and 10 of his friends
Yeah.
are
Where
rocking
is
that.
that?
I don't know.
Minnesota.
You're talking about
Yo.
American portion sizes.
Oh,
So
my
this
God.
reminds me.
Yeah.
Bro, you can have a
Look
heart
at that.
attack.
That's
bro.
the John Wayne pizza right
Wow.
there. Oh, look at that pancake.
That pancake looks
That
amazing.
makes my chest hurt. Like it makes my chest tight just looking
Ah.
at it. Ooh.
Juniors, yeah.
I mean, wow.
She said it makes my chest.
It does looking at it. Oh,
look
I
at
would
that.
crush that. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, donut I cannot turn
I
down.
love donuts,
Yeah.
but that's
That looks good.
3 pounds. Like,
With
what is
some-
that?
You lost me on the
It's like-
sprinkles.
oh, no.
Oh, look at that.
Sweet Jesus.
Is that a
That's an 8-ton
cheese
right
dog?
there.
You take
yeah.
a bite. You take a bite.
Yeah.
You slice
The
it.
bite,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me a little slice.
Slice bites. All right. What else you got? Oh, that's a big ass pancake.
Or pancakes.
It's as big as the fucking plate.
man.
I was gonna show. We got our boy, the brisket king, up in here. We got Bart's barbecue.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, body bag.
I totally forgot
Look at
about
this
that.
beef rib.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Rib. Oh, there
There's
Yeah,
Destin is
Bart.
here.
he goes. AKA Smiley.
Yeah,
Smiley
look
guy.
at that.
Yum.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man, look at the wings.
This guy.
Hell yeah.
This freaking guy.
How do you clean your wings? Like, are you all the way clean, or do you leave some meat on the bone?
I leave
or
cartilage on the end.
Yeah, leave the cartilage on. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
a cartilage
chew it
eater.
all?
Nope.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't do the cartilage neither.
Yep.
Fuck that weird shit.
You
It's very crunchy. It's crunchy.
chewy. That's
Yeah,
No,
too
no, you
chewy,
didn't
yeah.
get it.
Just
I
too
know
weird
the song.
chewy.
Neither of you guys got it.
I got it.
Oh, I wasn't there.
It was the crunchy song.
Oh.
It's crunchy.
It's crunchy.
It's cartilage. Come over here.
Cartilage.
Drink a beer. Sit down. Eat your food. It's crunchy.
It's crunchy.
All right.
All right. Next in here is MC0. He's showing off little chicken and broccoli. He's got right here.
Oh, that's
Wow.
amazing.
All right.
Wow.
That's healthy.
Super healthy.
It's got mushrooms on that. Looks like it, but
Yeah.
could-
Cast iron.
maybe not.
Cast iron pan.
Oh, it's not mushrooms. It's my imagination.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, I would have it.
Also got some Spanish rice cooking.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rice is hard.
And while he was cooking, he cleaned up the Puffco.
Look at that.
There you go.
Nice and
Job.
clean. As it should be.
Looks really clean and nice.
Hey, you don't want no dirty Puffco, man.
Nope.
That's
No.
horrible.
Concentrate. You need the flavor.
Yep.
Keep it clean.
Yo, Blaze, you sent in this picture last week. We didn't get.
Yeah,
to
that
it.
was look at GF and what's it called? That was when they were, what does it say, 27?
Yeah.
And that's them now. They look
Wow, look at them.
great. Fucking 63 and 60. GF is 63. That motherfucker looks great.
That's
He'll
crazy.
be here on Wednesday, yeah.
Salute.
Undertaker, that's crazy. So,
Ever for
All right, big shout out to Michael. He's saying you guys were talking about homegrown buds last week.
Yeah.
Just showing off some of my
Nice.
Looks
friends.
good, man.
Looks really good.
Bring it.
woo.
Good homegrown right there.
Right. Grow it yourself.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
You can't grow it like that. So I like.
And if you practice, just like anything else, practice makes perfect.
It's the
Perfect.
commitment you got to make to all the things you got to do all the time.
That's right.
It's the learning curve. Like you can commit, but you're still gonna fuck up, and you're gonna fuck up multiple times in multiple different areas. But once you get it right, it's like the most rewarding feeling.
Right on.
It is. It's like any growing. I mean, horticulture in general. It's like it's difficult, but it's rewarding. You watch something grow from, especially fruits, vegetables. Grow them at home. Those are way more forgiving than weed plants. They're so
Well,
much
that's
easier.
why I grow those.
Yeah,
I
because they're
grow,
forgiving.
like-
Exactly.
Yeah, I have certain plants that, I have
Yeah.
passion fruit and lemon trees and things like that.
You can grow it.
Do really well with
Oh, yeah.
in California.
Yep.
Yeah, but all outdoor. I feel like outdoor. Whenever I grow cannabis, I get caterpillars.
Yeah,
and
those-
I don't want to spray them, and I can't like sit there every day and be like picking off these
Yo,
caterpillars.
Those are the worst.
You know,
'cause
and
they-
they always
yeah.
come when you're like, oh, my plant looks so great. It's almost there. It's almost there. And then the next day they're covered and they've already done their damage.
Yeah. It's ugly.
Yes.
Fast too.
We just talked about that a couple days ago.
Overnight.
They'll eat half of the bud, and you'll see the bud rot in the middle of the cola, and you shake it, and the top will come right off because they're eating through it.
You can see their little poop, their little black little
Yeah,
dots.
little
that
black
you leave
dots, yeah.
everywhere. I've been disappointed before.
Yeah, it's ugly.
My heart.
Growing
can't take it.
outside here in Southern California, you got to have a greenhouse,
Yeah,
for-
exactly.
pretty much. All right.
Miro is saying the Czech Chamber of Deputies legalizes possession of up to 100 grams of cannabis and home growing of 3 plants for adults 21 plus.
Wow.
Yeah,
good
Salute to
job.
the Czechs. All right.
Word. Big shout out to the Czechs. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Check it out.
Making progress.
Word.
That's right.
Terry says great.
Check it out.
That's interesting.
And the psilocybin.
Remember
Cool.
B. Remember B.
Got that.
You got it. I hope so. And psilocybin. All right. Good for you guys.
Medical use. Good.
Oh.
Excellent.
All right. Checkmate.
Yeah.
As Chill G just said, checkmate. All right.
Lee V is saying, what up, fam? Just want to get your opinion on these new plants I started 4 and 2 weeks ago.
All right. Keep on doing what you do. It's very early in the game, but they look good.
Like autoflowers.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yep. By the way, they're stacking already. I bet you those all.
But that's dope, man. They're doing it though. That's heck yeah.
That's a trip that they came up with those autoflowers.
Well, it's the way they were growing. It's like up in Russia,
Yeah.
in places that only get like 3 hours of sunlight
Yeah.
or whatever at a time. This is how auto ruderalis is what the name of the plant is. It's
Yeah.
from that very short light
Cycle.
exposure. Yep.
Yeah.
So the plant literally learned how to grow in that little bit of time.
That's how resilient these plants
Oh yeah,
are.
that's why they call it weed, because that shit will grow anywhere in the world. It just grows different.
Yeah.
That's all. Thinner leaves, longer plants. Those are in hotter areas. And
Some of it's
even-
smokable, some of it's not
Yeah.
smokable in the same way that others are. You
Yeah,
might have
yeah.
to make
Better
hash
hash.
from it, yeah,
Or edibles.
or edibles.
My
Yeah.
auntie grows those on Kauai because it's so humid there.
Yeah.
You have to grow really quickly because the molds will come and set in. So
Yep.
she doesn't have time to like have a long,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
flower cycle.
No.
Yep.
Any advice for him here? Maybe a little CalMag or something?
Fucking
Go ahead, both.
Keep going.
I think you just did.
It could be water. It could be nutrient deficiency. It could be too much nutrients. It could be not enough water. That could be so many things.
You know, you could peel it back just a little bit to know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Instead of giving more.
Oh, we got Mad Ways in here. He's saying happy birthday to the Buddha Master. Be real.
Salute,
Word.
Mr. Bluebeard.
Mad Ways, word.
Mad Ways.
Big shout out to Dom in the background.
His ways are mad.
All right, I got a GDP smoke in here saying salute and happy birthday to the Buddha Master, a.k.a. the Doctor. Thanks for being a titan for cannabis throughout the years and for continuing to rep gold school hip-hop to the fullest. And he's saying, hi, Vanessa. Salute all the way from Arizona.
Salute to you, man. Much love. Thank you for
What I do?
all love.
I like that. There you go. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, there you go.
Midget Mike is saying much love to the God MCB, and he's saying my mentor.
Oh, thank you very much.
Word. Hell
Salute.
yeah.
Sophia is saying happy birthday to the real one, the funky feel one. Stay high and blessed. Much love, and she's saying yee. See you up in Sac.
Can't wait. It's going to be a great show up there. We're going to have a lot of fun.
John Doe is saying happy birthday to the OGB, and Braggy B is saying happy birthday, Mr. Freeze.
Thank you, sir.
And that's it for the super chats.
Salute. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the submissions. And thank you for your time, love, energy, support. And thank you for the birthday wishes, man. Appreciate all of them from all the way inside the insane asylum. You know what I mean? Salute to all y'all for being here with us. Even you new folks that might have just stumbled onto this show today. Salute to all y'all here with us. Make us a part of your family. You know, subscribe and get down with the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Make sure you smash that like on the way out. Leave comments, all the things. Crack the all notification bell so you get down with the content we drop. And salute to Vanessa for sitting in with us and bringing the cupcakes that Aton did not bring in here.
We got to break into those now that we can, you know. Happy birthday, B.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me here. Thank you, C- for hanging out, and Doobie, Callie Blaze, always a pleasure.
Thank you, of course.
I love being here. It's a blast. We have great conversations.
So you're one of us, so you know it's all good. C-.
Happy birthday, V. Super shout out to you on your birthday, as well as my sister who turned 42 yesterday.
Happy birthday, sis.
Yeah, Dina, what up? Love you. So happy birthday to you. Super glad you're here. And shout out to everyone here at the table: Vanessa, Blaze, Doobie, Treehouse crew, Bolton, Ray, Dom, Aton, Dro, Javi Lopez, E-Zone. Everyone just follow me at C-Fan4. Have a great day, and see you soon. What up, Doobie?
Oh, man, just want to say happy birthday to the birthday boy himself, Be Real. Just want to thank you, B, and big shout out to Blaze, Ness, C. Measy, Dominator, Bra, Bolton, of course, Aton, of course, Dro, Javi Lopez, just everybody, man. Just thank you guys. Word up, man. Love you guys.
Yo, whoa.
I like that.
Peter Brady.
Whoa there. I was not ready for right there to talk. Shout to Be Real. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. That was a gift right now.
Shout to Be Real.
I'll take
there
that.
We go. Yo, shout to everyone in the Insane Asylum. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Film. Shout to the Dominator. And what's up, Vanessa?
Shout out to you. I'm sorry, Colton. My bad. I always forget people. And Dro, and Aton, and E-Zone.
Right on.
You always get me so stoned.
All right.
Smoked all three.
Shout out to everybody at the table, Vanessa. Good seeing you again. Happy birthday, B, man, and to many more. What's today, Monday?
Yes, sir.
Fuck, see you guys on Wednesday. Much love.
Sending love out to y'all. Swallow that.